Hey folks, welcome to the Quest Roll. This is session 3 of our Dragonbane campaign series. We have our players Adrian Moonbrook, the High Elf Mage, Raina Talion, the High Elf Knight, and Simon Onai, the Wolfkin Scholar. So, in our previous session, our players here. So let me go one step back. In the first session, these players actually travel from uh, their places of origin to the Misty Vale, because of the legends of the stories of the Dragon Empire having being very prosperous and having a wonderful, prosperous kingdom. The stories of legendary items, treasures, and uh, the stories behind and a very powerful weapon called Umdurman. So these legendary stories told to our party members made them, kind of made them interested in traveling to Misty Vale and searching for these items and for knowledge. Is The items, the legends, and knowledge was their motivation to travel to Misty Vale. At when they reached the mouth of Drakma Pass, which is a valley that they needed to cross to enter into Misty Vale, they met each other and decided to become a party, as solo traveling in Misty Vale is treacherous. Our party members then traveled through the Drakma Pass, where they were ambushed by goblins. They were very smart in defeating these goblins, and if you're interested to watch that video, I'll have a link here. Please do watch that. That's in session 1. So after they defeated the goblins, they actually found a package held by a dead body that they found at the valley, and the party members were not very sure or were reluctant to open the package and see what it was. But Simon Onai did open the package, and he found the bottom piece of a statuette, the bottom part of a statuette, and found a map of the Misty Vale. So they exited the Drakma Pass. They had a small short rest after exiting the Drakma Pass in a forest they felt was safe enough. And while they were resting, our halfling thief was interested in or wanted to steal from them. But luckily for Simon's awareness, he was not able to do that. He was unsuccessful, and he decided to stay away from them and follow our party members to the outskirts. To the outskirt, a small village in the Misty Vale. Our 3 party members, that is Simon, Adrian, and Reinar, reached the outskirt and were allowed in to the town. Right now, our 3 heroes are at the tavern of the outskirt called the 3 Stags. And our halfling thief initially decided to follow this party member and maybe find a way to join this party, right? But he has decided to have his own solo adventure elsewhere. And this is where we are. Our 3 party members at the tavern. They just have spoken to our tavern owner, who's called Vagnhild. She's the tavern owner of the 3 Stags, and she also is kind of like the elder, or you could say the mayor of the village. She handles all the important things in the outskirts. Sorry, and she also handles the the guarding situation. She manages the patrol and everything else. And our party members have decided to sit with Manhild and ask a few questions of their own. And she has willingly, sat with them and has willingly offered her help to answer all of their questions. And this is where we are. Yes, Adrian, Reinar, Simon, Van Hyle. The last session we ended, you guys ordered your mead and some roast pork, roast boar, and yeah, and you were waiting for your order. And I believe not just Annabella was the waiter that Raina wanted to impress with his physique. He removed his armor to show his physique to the waitress Annabella. We are still uh, not sure whether she was impressed, but I think we'll find out, right now. And Adrian and Simon were waiting for their orders and waiting for Vagnhild to sit with them and answer their questions. So yes, so Vagnhild has actually walked towards your table and has sat next to Reiner, right? The empty seat that was next to, sorry, not Reiner, Adrian. Empty seat that was next to Adrian. You've got your mead and your food at the table, and you see Annabella attending other patrons of the tavern. What do you want to do?
That party is still there, right? The duck.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Malak.
yes.
Malak.
So in the tavern, there were a lot of other patrons, but there was this one group, uh, a Mallard and three other humans. A party that was very rowdy, noisy, and looking at them, they didn't seem like good folks. They seem troublesome. They are still noisy. They're still loud. You notice every time they get a little louder, Van Hyle does look at them with the corner of her eyes, a little upset, but she doesn't confront them. I would also like to mention, I would like to describe Van Hyle to you because I believe I haven't described her looks and what she's wearing. So Van Hyle is an authoritative but jovial woman in her 40s. She keeps her graying hair in bulky braids and wears a thick leather apron. You also see a war hammer tied around her belt, right? Uh, as she sits um, next to Adrian, she uh, what to say talks to Adrian and says, "Yes, I am open to any questions you have. Um, Please let me know. Do you want like what do you have in your mind?"
Okay, so I say thank you, my lady, for your hospitality and agreeing to talk to us and give us the information that we seek. We've traveled to these parts to look for a place to. I don't think we should be giving her all the information. So I just say a place where we can um, take a breather and figure out how we can go about from outskirts to the other parts and carry on our other adventures. In the meanwhile, we have met our scholar friend here, Simon Bonai, who's looking for a book, like a library, and he's looking to do some reading. And we were hoping that you can provide some information about that.
Yeah. So she when you say she's looking for a book, looking for a library, she you see a frown on her face, and she responds, "We do not have any um, libraries in the outskirt." But surprisingly, there was a woman asking the same question. But she left the outskirt 2 3 days ago, and she didn't let us know what her agenda was, what she planned to do. But she did ask about a library in the Misty Vale and asked if we have any such libraries here in the outskirts, but we do not. I'm not sure what she or you are talking about. But there have been a lot of adventurers coming to the outskirt, and I'm more than happy to help. It To be honest, it helps the business as well and helps us maintain the outskirts. But there are some weird things happening here in the outskirt. Lately I've been seeing large bats flying over the rooftops, and I've requested the guard of the captain guard Hardy. I'm sure you met him at the south gate to shoot them down, but he wasn't successful. And there's a lot of mysterious things happening around here in the outskirts in the past few months. And the large batch was something really weird to us. And
Okay.
also, weirdly, there's a mystique man he calls himself Dranath. He settled near the temple area, and
Spell that?
Dra Nath. And he's
Large man.
sorry.
You said he's a large man.
No. He's a
Mysterious.
mystical man, an unknown man who's settled at the temple area, and he seems to have exhaustible source of knowledge about the past, and he's a skillful healer. So if you do want a healer, I think you could reach out to him.
So
Okay.
I
Also,
look at
wait.
Van
Before we go to the main quest, right? Let's finish off the Mallard quest, I think. So I say that as you speak, I see that um, you keep glancing over at the other table, and they seem to be bothering you. Uh, what's going on?
She signs. Um, she looks at them for a while again with a serious gaze and looks back at you and says, Quasimun's, uh, these rowdies have settled here from a few days, and they walk around the outskirts harassing people, and they've been um, seen walking towards the temple area. Unclear on what their motives are, but they have been a nuisance here. But the thing is, I have guards, but my guards are actually villagers, and these men are fighters, and I tolerate them because I don't want my village patrol to get hurt, and I know they're not strong enough to fight them, so I just bear with their nuisance. As long as they don't harm my village folks, I think I can bear with their nuisance. But I'm sure they're here for they have some motives, but I don't as long as they don't harm my villages, I don't bother them either.
Can
But
you
they
tell us a little bit more about the temple in your village?
Yes, this temple is much older than our village itself. I do not know the origins of the temple, but I believe it is from the times when the great dragon empire, uh, was built. We this village was built around the temple, and unfortunately, us folks do not know much about that temple anymore, and it's just become a a historical monument in our town.
I see. Thank you. Multiple side quests unlocked. Okay. So yeah, Simon, you were asking.
You're mute, Simon. You're mute.
Yeah, I look at Vagnhild and I hand her the scroll and I ask her, "Do you recognize anything?" Like the scroll basically says, uh, the holder of the scroll is a student of Master Iroh from White Lotus, and please give him the required necessities for him to do his research on Misty Vale. And there is a mention of him being a scholar and he wants to look at the libraries and things like that. So Simon is handing her the scroll to Van Hale and asking if she recognizes the writing or the master or anything else that can be helpful to
So
him.
so there's no name on that scroll, is it?
No, no, just the name of Master Iroh from White Lotus School of
Okay.
something.
So she looks at the scroll and she reads it, but she's not. She doesn't know anything about it. I think what she thinks about it for a while. I think, and she says, "I think the only person that could answer your question could be uh, that lady who came. I'm not sure if she was part of the Lotus. Uh, was it? Is it an organization, or is it a scholar, like a guild by scholar, or
Guild. It's a
okay,
scholar guild.
okay, it's a scholar. Okay, so I'm not sure if she was part of the Lotus, but she did ask about uh, ask about if we have a library in this village, in this town. She asked about if there was any uh, ruined ruined libraries that we know of. But yeah, I mean, maybe she's someone you're searching for because she's not here now. It's been 2 3 days since she left the outskirt.
Mhm. And do you know about? Have you been inside the temple that you just spoke about? Have you seen anything around there?
The temple is just a dome-shaped temple. It's empty inside. There are sculptures, there are runes carved on it, but it just seems empty. There's nothing there inside the temple. It's just a
And
dome-shaped temple outside, and inside it's hollow. You enter, it's just like looks like a meditation hall or something like that. We're not sure. We didn't. It's to us. It's just a historical monument. We rather uh, tend to our survival. We want to survive through this in the Misty Vale, so we take care of ourselves. So we haven't actually had anybody try to look into the monument.
okay, and I take out the package and the statuette package, the base of the statuette, and I show her and I ask her, "Do you recognize this?"
Okay, she takes it from you. She looks at the statue, the part of the statue that you have. So the statuette contains the foot and a piece, the pointed part of the base, and the two legs, right until the knees, I believe, and then the pointed part of a sword. So she looks at that statuette, and you see her studying it, and um, I'm like, I do not know what this could be. This the only thing I can understand. It's a part of a statuette, but maybe you can speak to Dranath. He seems to be very knowledgeable. He's a hermit. He doesn't talk to anybody, but I hope you guys can convince him to reach out, to answer your questions. But yeah, I hope that he helps out. But I think the only person who can answer this question or help you in this is Dranath, the mystic guy.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
at
you.
this point, I think about I'm thinking about what you had meant. The woman had mentioned, and Vagnhild had mentioned that there was a woman 2 days back asking about the library, and I remember Simon mentioning a woman that he knows in the village, or perhaps who had come to this village earlier. So I'll slowly lean towards him and make a cough sound. And Simon looks at me, and uh, I'll whisper in his ears, "Is this the same woman that you had mentioned earlier, or can we know more about this woman? It looks
I have not
mysterious."
met her. I don't know by her face. I just have to introduce myself through the scroll, and the scroll is the only part that links her to me.
So you'll say it could be her. I
Mm.
don't know. I've never met her. We should trace her and see if she recognizes. This is what you say, right? Okay. All
Yes.
All right.
Cool.
right. Okay. So I see Rainer is muted. So I get the. So I hear this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you
I
guys
mean,
were talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
We
I
are
think you are sitting in
we
the
are all
center.
hearing.
Rainer is on the left, and me on the right. So probably
no,
you
no.
No,
will tell.
she's sitting next to me,
Yeah,
but okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
somehow I
Oh
heard
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, somehow I heard it. Okay, cool. So then I ask Van Hild about Durmam,
Mm-hmm.
Durman.
Yeah, Durman.
Yeah, saying that um, lady, the parts that I come from, there is talk of this great weapon that has been left behind by the dragons of the past, and I'm curious to learn more about it. As I walk through my life, I would like to understand the various powers that shape our worlds. Could you tell me a little bit more about this weapon and what its powers are and any of its history and stories that you might know?
Yes. She thinks for a while. She pauses and thinks for a while, and she responds to you. Yes. Durman has been a legend spoken by a lot of scholars and elders around in the Misty Vale. They say the sword Durman was forged by the dragon emperor Elidane 800 years ago, when the world was a battlefield of dragons and demons. It is the blade of life, made to maintain the balance between order and chaos. It is a weapon for the free and unbound against ancient evils. But in the wrong hands, Durman becomes a weapon of tyranny, an instrument of demonic darkness or draconic fire. After Elidane's death, the sword was buried in the crypt that uh, could be could only be opened by a special key. And we do not know where the crypt is. We do not know what that special key is. But these are the stories that we have heard from childhood, from scholars and from our elders. I don't know even if it's even true, but yes, many adventurers who have come before you have asked the same question, and it seems like this whole conversation has been memorized in my brain, but in my mind. And yes, that's all that we know of. We do not know where this crypt is in Misty Vale, or what key is that is what key is this legend talking about, or the origins of this key.
Thank you, my lady. These so just trying to curry favor with her. I ask, these large bats that you talk about on the rooftops. Um, are there any rewards for shooting them down and protecting the town?
Hmm. I mean, they're not a nuisance, but I would like to know where they're coming from, because this is around here. Bats. It's not a normal, what do you say, habitat for bats. It just feels weird. So, I mean, if you can let me know what it is, if you can find out where it's coming from, maybe. Yeah. I mean, it never occurred to me to actually put a price on this, on the request of getting rid of these bats. But yeah, I mean, if it's something more than bad, something that can harm our village, I am more than welcome to reward anybody who can stop this.
Okay. So I don't know what we need from Van like a map or whatever else. So I'm not sure I should ask for anything right now. Instead, I think better is we will offer our services and just say, uh, my lady, you have been very hospitable to myself and my friends here. We would be happy to assist you with this matter. We will pursue the bats and see what we can find and report back to you. If you could
So
help us with rooms to stay for the night, um, that would be most appreciated.
Oh, she smiles and she thanks you for your help, and she appreciates the fact that you will look into it. She says, yes, yes, no, not at all. I'm more than happy to help you out. Now, since you're going to look into the bats, uh, I think I can give you stay on the house for 3 days.
Thank you, my lady.
Thank you.
I look at Aiden and I ask,
So, by the way,
why
the
don't
the rooms are upstairs. So if whenever you feel like, you can go upstairs, and
Yeah, I,
all the rooms are empty right now. You can select
so?
anyone.
Is she still here or she
She's still
no,
there.
walked out?
she's still there.
She's
Yeah,
still there.
we should go.
Ah,
That's what
okay.
Jeet is saying.
No, no, I'm just saying it's. Yeah. I-
So I go to Aiden and I whisper to him saying, "We just escaped from a goblin horde. Why do you want to chase us after bats? Let's just sleep it off and move on to the next territory. This is not something we need to worry ourselves about."
So I look at Simon and I say, surely we can talk about this in private. Um, but because she's still there, but a lady who has shown us this much hospitality and a town that is under this that seems to be under so much distress with so many visitors passing through, anything that we can do to make it better for them, I think we should at least try. But let's discuss more in private, and then
Okay. So she looks at all of you all. Anything else you want from me, and like any questions you'll have. If not, I can leave you be and go back to my what do you say? Go back to the counter.
uh, I say the boar is tasty, the mead is fine. We will enjoy these. Thank you very much, my lady.
Thank you. And she steps up, pushes the chair back, and leaves you be, and she goes to the counter. And you see Annabella coming close to you, and she asks, "Do you folks want anything else?"
I'm saying
I'm going to
Rainer.
keep quiet.
Rainer wants
Right.
something.
Yeah, I know when to shut up.
Yeah, I think I am tired from the goblin battle because I was the only who was fighting.
Hey, you were writing only physically. I had to
That's
do so
what
many
I'm
magic tricks.
physically tired. But yeah, so what? How do I do this, man? I don't know.
Okay.
You figure it
He's
out.
he,
What is this?
he's blushing now. He's a little awestruck by Annabella's sudden approach.
Okay,
Hmm.
so
Show
I
your skills,
fine.
young
Let
man.
me let
So
me
I like
help out.
I let Simon and Adrian I will give them a signal that you can go ahead and check out the rooms and the
Leave me with
bathroom
Annabella.
and give me some time with them. I have some business to take care. And then we go to another. So she'll follow me to upstairs and
No,
she'll
no.
show me
He
another
is not
room.
following you. You have to persuade her to follow
No, no,
That's
she's
the
already impressed.
wrong
She's
move.
already impressed with my
Yeah.
armor and everything.
I think he's already
She was,
like
yeah,
daydreaming right now.
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
exactly.
YouTube video is
Rainer
not
is
going
this
to
is
help
daydreaming.
you in real life.
this,
Yeah,
this
I
is
think
exactly
I
the wrong moves, which will not work on women. If we both leave, she'll find you extremely creepy because you've taken off your armor, acting like you're the only one with muscles in the town when she sees so many
she's
travelers pass through.
she's already impressed, man.
Daydreaming, dude. You're daydreaming.
I know. You seriously don't know what women want and don't know how they think. If we both leave and leave you alone,
Yeah.
yeah, she's not
People might,
going to.
yeah.
You want to try? Do you want to roll
Yeah,
something
yeah.
and try?
We'll go.
No, no.
We
Okay.
wish you we wish
Let's
you the
all
best
take
of luck.
rest. Let's all take rest. We
We
have to
wish you the best
concentrate
of
on
luck.
our we have to concentrate on our tasks. So
Instead, if you had a wingman who knows what he was doing, I was going to say that.
I
Like,
get
okay,
I
I'm
get
going
that
to try.
Adrian is a wingman, but
No, no,
never
no.
Simon.
Simon and
Never
I go.
Simon.
Simon and I leave and let you figure it out with Isabel, Annabelle.
Hmm. So I will talk, flirtatively for some time with Annabelle, and perhaps you know do some.
Talk. Keith is
Huh?
going to act as Annabelle now. You talk.
Yeah, yeah. We both retired to the rooms.
Okay. So
All
Simon
right.
and Adrian
I,
finish off their
I,
food and mead and step up to the. I mean,
while
walk to the.
sorry,
Yeah.
1 minute, Jeet. While this is happening, I ask Aiden, is there any way we can see what is going to happen there through your
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really curious.
I'm going to do them. I'm going to do the Doctor Strange stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The far sight, right? Yeah, that's what's called.
Yes.
From your room, you're gonna see him and observe. Mm.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Rainer, what do you want to do?
I talk to Annabelle and I say, Milady, you are you're looking gorgeous. And is there uh, for your parents something, some kind of prince or princess, or that made you look so pretty like this? And I'm waiting for a response now.
Jeet, change your voice. It's okay if it's crackling. Change your
Yeah,
voice.
Really? Okay, let me try this. Let me try this.
let's try the voice.
Which one? Which one was decent? Uh, okay. Is it clear? And she's like, I'm gonna be okay. Um, you introduce yourself as Raina to her. No? Wait, sorry. Let me go back to my song. So you introduce yourself as Raina already, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
have
she okay.
introduced.
She smiles, but she says, "Thank you for your kind words. I'm just a humble townsfolk here, and um, meeting people is something that I really enjoy. Meeting other adventurers from from other places of the world, talking about their adventures is really excites me a lot. So that's why I love working here at the three stags. Um, but thank you so much for your kind words.
Oh, if you're interested about the stories or adventure stories, I have some in my which I can share from my past. Which might excite you more if you want to. You know, if we have some time and we have some place to talk about.
Sure, sure. Maybe someday, but right now I'm a little busy. I need to tend to the other patrons here, but maybe someday. I hear that you're going to stay for a while at the Three Stags. Maybe we could talk later.
All right, I tried my best, and now I'll put my armor back and I'll go to the room and I see what Atron and Simon are doing in the room.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Raina, she steps away, tending to other patrons. Um, yeah. So yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to? You said you.
Yeah, I walk upstairs and I'll join Rainer and sorry, Simon and Adrian.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
So let's do it this way. You knock on the first door, and I open the door, but I am alone. We've retired to our rooms, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what mostly would have happened.
So we have see the three separate rooms, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. There are small rooms just to rest. It's not like you
Wouldn't
split
that be
rooms.
better
It's
if
small
you had
room.
actually succeeded with
So it
Annabelle?
Okay,
has
okay.
it
In
has a
that case,
it
Like
has
you were thinking, you would succeed with Annabelle, bring her to a room where two other, one Wolfkin and one elf
okay,
is
okay. In
there.
that case, I'll do like this. Okay. I'll tell. Milady, I would like to hear some stories about you too.
No,
So
no,
if you
it's
have
done.
some
Do it
time,
now.
it's
No,
done.
no, no, it's done. She's gone. She's gone.
All
You've
right.
come.
Okay.
You've come to you walked upstairs. You knock at his door. So
Hmm.
basically, the rooms are small rooms which can accommodate like a small single bed, right? A small single cot, and there's a chest to keep your belongings when until you have rented this room out. So in this case, 3 days for free, right, on the house by Van. So you guys can keep your equipments there if required. It's a small room, like a single person room. Cool. You guys, like Raina, you knock at Adrian's door. He answers. Do you all have exchange like a conversation? Is there a conversation? What do you guys talk
Yeah, I
about?
want to have a conversation. So I open the door and I say, "Hi, Rainer. Yeah, we retired to our individual rooms. I think the room next door is where Simon is sleeping. You can take any other room. Like Van Hill said, all rooms are empty. Um, but before you leave, please come in. I wanted to talk to you."
All
Um,
right.
so I don't even ask about Annabelle because I know that that didn't go anywhere. So he's here alone talking to me. So obviously.
So
Uh,
I say better luck next time, and I ask Adrian that actually I'm kind of tired from the travel. Is this is urgent or may I know what you want to talk about?
I am just wondering about the value that the scholar is adding to the team. He didn't buy his food. He didn't get his boarding. He barely got us into the town, which I think we could have done by ourselves. There was nothing throughout the travel that he's actually adding value. Do we still want to travel with him? Or
And I feel more suspicious because he doesn't seem to remember the woman that he mentioned. And now here we are trusting him that we will get some, place to stay because of the person that he knows here. And even I am very suspicious about him. And I
Uh,
think we should be careful moving forward.
so wait, actually that's the thing. So going back to meta a little bit, did what was the conversation? Did we roll back and then say that Arun said he doesn't know if
no,
she is the same woman?
no, no. So
There is a woman.
yeah,
He
there.
knows there is a woman. He
Hmm,
doesn't know if she is the same woman. Okay.
yes.
Okay. So you are suggesting that we continue to travel with him, but we be a little suspicious of his intentions.
Yeah, I think we should give him another chance, and if he is not useful for another few weeks, then I think we should dump him and we should move forward.
Few weeks. Okay, you are a lot more
Aggressive.
forgiving than I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
for you.
Um,
If not for a few weeks, 1 week perhaps. Let's see if his knowledge might. I feel like his scholar his knowledge might be useful when we move forward in this path. So he seems
Okay.
to have a lot of knowledge about the Misty Vale, and I think we'll have to find him help him to find the library, and which might help us to gain some knowledge. What do you think?
Okay. Um, we can give him more choice, more chance, and then see where it leads us. But I'm on the side of let's cut dead weight and travel light. But since you are willing to give him more chance, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Okay. Would you? Can you guys? Can you both? That is, Adrian and Raina, roll awareness with disadvantage. Okay. Actually, you know what? All three of you all roll awareness with disadvantage. In the meantime, Simon, what are you doing?
Oh, I
Are
got
you?
locked off.
Yeah,
Like my alchemy
yeah.
just.
It happened to me as well. I had to log in again for some reason.
Yeah, even it happened to me.
Yeah, I think
So I have
when we don't
to.
use it, it like kicks us off for a while. Simon, can I ask you what you were doing in the meantime? Like, were you already resting, or is there something that you were doing?
No, no. So
He was
I
planning to
was,
talk to Van Held after we come secretly.
yeah, I was, but now I'm thinking about what Van Hale said, because basically she said the temple was here before the village was.
Yes.
Probably the library that was mentioned was actually the temple itself. Nobody knows whether it's a temple or not, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Van Hale has not seen inside much. Everybody assumed it's a temple and it grew around. So I was thinking probably this is the library, and I was thinking maybe I'll go out the window and check out where the temple is and see if I can go there at night.
Oh, perfect,
I,
perfect.
I'll not go inside. I'll just go on the surroundings to have an understanding if anything looks like a library, any clues that might be that I can see on the outside. Is there any standing benches or something like that?
So
And then
right now you're not in the room.
no, I'm sitting in the room. I'm thinking whether I can go there or not, and through the window, I'm peeking out to see if I can
Okay, you're peeking out
see
through
it
your
or.
window. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Okay, so you make
How
a
do I do disadvantage roll? So click awareness and then.
and then right click on awareness and do with Bane. But
Okay.
Simon, you don't do with Bane. You do a normal awareness check. Okay. Adrian and Rainer, you do an awareness check with Bane. Whose is that?
Mine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
mine didn't happen. 1 second.
yeah,
With Bane
yeah. Right click with
and
Bane, and
and
then
then click.
click on
Oh
roll.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Fail.
Oh,
Oh
master
damn!
fail.
You got a dragon and a demon, dude. That's crazy.
Oh
But since it's
So how
Bane,
does that work now?
no, no. But since it's Bane,
Oh
it'll
yeah,
take.
worse.
Yeah, it takes. Fuck, that's
no no
crazy.
wait, maybe because I did some. Should I read? I was right clicking several times and sending it or doing stuff.
Yeah, it happened twice now. But I'll take the first one, dude. The first one is pretty awesome. You got a demon and a dragon. That's awesome.
Oh,
I'll
what
switch to
what
Simon.
happened here?
I'll switch to Simon just for now. So Simon
Hey,
and
no, it's only once, man. The other one is Raynar.
Adrian, no.
Oh
Raynar.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Sorry, sorry.
I
It's only once. Yeah, sorry. My bad, my bad. So yeah, Reiner anyways failed. You failed as well, Adrian. So you guys don't notice anything. But Simon, as you were looking out of the window, you notice sut- uh, you
Here.
know you know you notice some dark figure just fly across your windowsill. Just across.
A bat. A large bat.
Don't I hear
only
anything that's
Adam.
happening in the next room? It's
Adam will
not
see
like
that.
soundproof or something, right?
No, I mean you hear muffled voices like someone's talking, but you don't hear anything.
I thought I was rolling
Yeah,
awareness on that.
No,
even
no.
I thought that's what he's doing. Yeah.
So you see actually it's not. Did I say a large bat or large amount of bats that have
No,
been?
you said dark figures flying.
No.
No,
When
no.
Van Hyle
Earlier,
was
Bat.
my you said large number of bats. Is
numbers of
it?
bat. Yeah. Numbers of my bad. If I said large bat, I was wrong. It's large number of bats that she's seen, and like she said, it's not a habitat for bats around here. It's been few weeks that she's seeing these bats around the village. And you, Simon, as you were looking out of the window, you notice a dark figure uh, just fly across your windowsill. What do you do?
I get scared, close the window, run out of the door, and knock on Adrian's door.
You get scared.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a scholar.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
been playing like that one, even whenever.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been playing very cowardly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice. I mean, I actually expected something else, but cool. Because I thought because he's alone, he would behave differently, but awesome, dude. I like it. Yeah. So you get scared and you knock at Adrian's door, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And Adrian, at this point, Adrian and Rainer are in the room. Yeah. And he knocks.
Adrian, open the door.
And I say, speak of the devil. And
Should I be
I,
hiding or something?
no, no, no. Why would we? So I don't think we would be afraid of like Simon at this point. Like
Yeah,
we wouldn't be like, oh, what will happen if he knows we were talking about this?
yeah.
So I just sitting at the. I'm guessing there's a table and stuff. So you're sitting at the table with a chair. I walk up and I open the door and I'm like, hey Simon, what happened? You seem scared.
Yeah, I see some dark figures flying across my window, and I think this is the one that Vagnhild was talking about. Probably you should also lock your doors and stay inside. Do not go out.
Well, usually I would say let's go and investigate, see what the bats are since we promised the lady. But we've had a long journey, we have 3 nights left. Maybe a rest and then investigation tomorrow after we spend the day talking to or looking for Dharmath.
Dranath.
Might be a better
Yeah.
plan. Drat. It's DRAMATH.
NATH.
NATH. So I look over Aiden's shoulder. I see Reina here, and I look at him and saying, "Oh, Reina, so you are also afraid? Are you planning to stay together in the same room? If so, I'll also like to join."
I don't wait for Reina to answer. I say no, he was just leaving.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is hilarious.
And I'm waiting for Reina to like,
Leave.
please,
Yeah,
both of
I will
you
slowly, uh,
nod. I
nod
will nod
and
back.
yeah, then I'll move out of the room and I'll walk towards my room.
While he's walking, I ask Reina, "Do you have any armor that can fit me, or any weapon that you can give me? What if
Mm,
something pops inside my window and I'm alone?"
I don't.
Thin ice, Simon.
I suggest him you stay with Adrian. I don't have any armor that
You are
might help
wearing
you.
one,
That I won't, right?
so you are also afraid. You are going to
Mm,
wear your armor and sleep.
I'm not going to save you on risking my life, dude.
You
See,
saved us from a
but
goblin
not.
horde. These are just bats.
There was not bad. There was some dark person walking, right?
No, no, dark figure. No, 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 not. It's a dark figure that flew across
Flew
the
Figure.
across,
window.
and since
Mm,
Van Hale said it was bats, I tell her that it is. I tell you that it is bad.
mm. I don't give him my armor. Sorry. I suggest him. It's just a bat, and you don't have anything to be scared of. And I suggest him to go to his room and take some rest because we have a long day ahead tomorrow.
So I feel somewhat disappointed and dejected, and slowly retire to my room and make sure that all the windows and everything is locked. And I start take out my journal and start looking for what are the flying creatures around these parts of the area, if I do have any information.
Okay.
While in my room take out my ring with the inscription on it and kind of like rub it between my forefinger and thumb of my right hand, deep in thought about everything that has happened in my life, which has led me to this point here, reflecting on the things that have happened today and wondering about the future.
So, Jeet, I would like to roll for myths and legends since I'm.
Because you're talking about thinking about all the animals of like
Yep.
mammals that
So I
fly.
want to know what are the stories with respect to the flying creatures here.
Yeah, so it'll be beast lore.
Oh, beast flora.
Yeah.
Okay, I can roll that as well.
Yeah, I was looking at what I'm going to roll after Rainer finishes his deep contemplation or whatever. Sure. So, yeah, I don't hear this, so I can do my stuff also,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
you can do your stuff also. Okay. So you think you've seen the habitat around outskirts. It's not a very vegetative surrounding. It's more paddy fields, uh, and the outskirt itself is not that vegetative. You don't see any fruits like apple orchids and all that. I mean orchards and stuff. So you feel like bats are not. This is not the usual habitat for bats, and like Van Hild mentioned, it it is a little weird that there are bats around here, right? But the common animals that you should be seeing would be crows, ravens, small birds, stuff like that. Nothing too dangerous. And since it's a new place, Misty Vale is a new place that you just what do you say travel to. That's all you feel that would make sense for this kind of flora and fauna around here.
So do I know anything about the figures? Like, are they having how do they appear physically? Is it like a bat or a dragon or a
So
eagle or something?
so you saw the dark figure. So like you said, you stated that because Van Hils mentioned that there were bats around here, which is mysterious. There shouldn't be bats here. So that's why you feel it could be a bat, but you didn't see, you couldn't actually gauge on what it actually was.
Okay.
And because obviously you're 2 stories high, you're in the first floor, so you are high enough, like you're pretty high. It can't be a human being. It has to be some flying creature.
Okay. So I completely dropped my idea of going and checking out the temple at night. I'll wait for daybreak, take two people with me, and then go.
Okay, cool. And Adrian, you wanted to do something?
So, I have, like, when I selected the school of magic and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, I have animalist skills, so which has animalism, beast lore.
Wait, you're a
Um,
mentalist, no? Mentalism.
I'm a mentalist.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Add one, is it? I thought it was like add. Wait, let me. I have it in my somewhere articles or something. So wasn't it each school was separately a newly created mage? You don't get a chance. Blah blah blah. Wasn't it like you add one skill from each school or something?
No. It's any three general.
Select five skills. Animalist making.
So once you choose a school, you have to only select magic spells from that school. So
Okay, so awareness, evade, healing, languages, myths and legends is what I've chosen. Okay, let me go back. So, I was looking at the character sheet and I thought something. Okay, then I guess beast lore is also something that, but I don't know if I'll get anything more than what I already know.
and I just want to let you guys know because like we all used to play D&D and this could be a little confusing. Like what could Beast Lore do? So myths and legends is mostly like magic and histories and stuff like that. Like Arcana checks we used to do, right? Like if you want to understand magic and stuff. And D&D has history checks as well. But this is myth and legends, could be anything. Myth and lore could be anything history or anything Arcana related. Beast lore is mostly like, do I know about that animal that I see? Uh, do I understand? Have I fought this animal before, or have I read something about this animal? Like anything, not just animal. It could be any creature per se. So if you see like a magical, like a fairy or something, or spirit or something, uh, you can like check. Okay, do I know about this? Are they dangerous? Are they friendly? Have I faced them before? Something like that. Like
Okay, so after my quiet contemplation, which I do every night, I stand up, I put the ring back on, and then I go towards the window and I try and observe to see if I can see any other dark figures or bats or anything like that that Simon mentioned and Van Hild mentioned.
Okay.
Because I've not seen them yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Can
I
you
don't-
do spot hidden?
With advantage, I should have done. Success.
Okay.
Success.
Yeah. Okay. So as you peek uh, across the windows pane, and you notice uh, two figures, right? You notice two figures, humanoid figures, talking at the far corner, um, away from the tavern, and you notice that there's a figure. So you notice two humanoid figures, and you notice like a figure um kind of zoom out from those humanoids. You know that you see some like a dark, like a dot. At least from where you are, it's like a dot just literally whizzed like poof, went flying through the air, and then uh, you hear them. You see them. You don't hear them. Sorry. You see them there for like few seconds, and they're now slowly go parting ways.
Wait, so let me understand this. So I see two people,
Two
two
humanoids,
humanoid
like
figures
silhouettes in the dark, right?
talking
And
to each other
it
at
seems
the
like they're
far end
talking.
of the.
You see that the heads bobbing and stuff like that. You see them talking, and
Right.
suddenly you
And
see
then
a dark.
something
Yeah.
whooshes past them,
Yeah.
and then they disperse.
Yes.
They're not worried. They're not scared. Did they notice
At,
the figure?
yes. 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 They notice the
They
figure.
noticed the figure, but they were not worried or
No. No.
scared or
At
whatever
least
else. They
the
just
silhouette doesn't seem like they're running away from it. They after that thing, the dark dot that you see that literally flew past them or flew right next to them, away from them, not towards them. Just kind of like the dot was seen from there where they were standing. You saw that dot appear from where they were standing. It just flew off, right? And as soon as it flew off, they seem like to have a quick conversation, and then they part ways.
so it seemed like the thing was on them or with them, and it flew from them.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do a myths and legends.
Hmm.
Like wait, how do I know?
Like what are you trying
Like
to do here? Like
so basically, like you know how falconers or whoever. So I want to see if those people seem like they are breeding or taming or training this flying object. So I think bush lore.
No. Bush lore is more
No,
of
no, sorry, beast lore.
but the thing is, what I'm imagining is like you're just seeing silhouettes, right? So how can you like, what can you understand through just some humanoid figures that are standing and you see them nodding? Like you can't actually gauge from their, like if you could see their attire, you could see their like how they're dressed.
Some
Yeah,
details.
some details. Then I would say you could do that.
do
So
the
yeah, I'm going to do the.
farsight.
Oh shit! I
I was going to do that. Yeah,
okay.
I was looking at my willpower,
Okay.
so I didn't
Damn
have
it!
enough.
I totally forgot.
Okay.
Good on.
So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I'm
Can
going to
can you just
use that.
share that again? Like every time you do spells, can you just share it in the journal?
Of course, don't worry. There's a lot of. Wait, how do I use? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 kilometer. They're definitely not one
No,
kilometer
they're
away.
not. No.
As long as I've concentrated. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to use power one. So I'm going to use it. So I see them.
Mm.
Right. They're walking
Now, so they're walking. Yeah.
away.
Yeah. They're walking in
Towards.
opposite direction. So one figure is uh, walking away from the tavern, right? And the other figure is not walking towards it, away, but in the opposite direction. Maybe one
Okay.
figure is going to the east, the other figure is going to the west.
Where we are in the south, looking at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking north, so they're going east and
Yeah.
west.
Yeah.
Um, but they just started walking,
Yeah. Yeah.
which means they're like maybe 2 steps
Yeah. Yeah.
on both. 2 steps.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to the place that they were standing.
Mm.
Let me. Do you want me to roll?
Yes. Yes. You have to for mentalism. You have to roll a mentalism.
Where is it? Secondary skill with Bane.
No, no, no.
With a boon?
No, no, why?
Success. And I also got a thing that
Yeah, yeah,
dragon or
dragon.
something.
Yeah, really good success. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you actually, okay, just to
I
read out.
project myself
Mm,
to the spot where they were standing,
mm,
and I look to my left and to my right to see them.
yeah.
And
Yeah. So I'll just read out for the viewers. The spell lets you see and hear what is happening in a place up to 1 kilometer away, as if you were there in person. Right. Um, okay, you must either have the place in sight or have visited the place. Anyways, it's in sight. So what you see is as soon as you like go to
GM,
the state, yeah.
Game Master, just a minute. Since this is a dragon roll, can you like split up into two and approach both of them? Like see it from all 360 degrees, something like.
Yeah, yeah, you can see everything around that spot. So yeah, you
Okay.
how do you describe how do you describe yourself? What happens to you like your physical state?
okay, so I am the physical me in the room
Yeah.
is standing at the window with my hands clasped in front of me, where the tips of my fingers are just touching each other,
Okay.
and my eyes have rolled back into my head where you only see the whites of my eyes,
Mm.
and I am in what seems to be like deep concentration and focus,
Okay.
standing very still and facing outside the window,
Okay.
where an astral projection of myself has been projected to the spot that I want to physically be at, where I can stand, look around, and
Yeah.
see, hear, smell everything around that place.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
one, man. That's a
nice,
good
nice,
one.
nice. So as soon as you place yourself in between where the two figures seem to have had a conversation and they're splitting ways, they're parting ways, you notice it is the rowdy Mallard, right? With this time with his hood on and he's covering his face. But you've seen him before. You've noticed that it's the rowdy Mallard, Quasimund, and then the other humanoid that is walking away from the.
Sorry, can you spell the name? What was his name? Quasimoon.
Yeah, it's Q U A. Wait, let me. It's Q U A S I M for mango U N D. Okay, and the other humanoid walking away, that is walking to the east, uh, is Annabella.
Okay. And then um, what I tried to see is their facial reactions or their expressions on their faces to tell me this kind of mental state they're in. Are they happy, sad, worried, nervous, anxious?
Yeah, so they're not uh, so they don't seem to be like frightened of any each other. Like Quasimoon doesn't seem to intimidate her, neither does Annabelle seem to intimidate him. uh, they seem like people who know each other really well, or they have like they have some focus. You see a focus in their face. They're trying to. They have an agenda, agenda that is only known to the both of them, but they're not. It seems like they could be working together because their posture and their behavior doesn't seem like they what do you say don't like each other or have are in bad terms basically.
Okay. And I can also smell, right?
It
It's
just
like
says
I'm
see
there.
and lets you see and hear. That's what the spell
Okay.
says.
Okay. So they've started to walk away. I should have just done the. No, but I wouldn't have even seen them if I didn't do the first check. Awareness or
Yeah, yeah.
what? Spot hidden. Okay. Um, do I find anything that suggests, like for example, like how if you are a falconer, you would have a glove
Mm.
where the falcon sits. So
Mm-hmm.
I try to see if there's any such sort of thing on their each any of their attires, which suggests that they've been handling like a bird or something that
Okay,
flies.
on whom are you trying to observe this on?
First Quasimund
Yeah.
and then Annabelle.
Can you make maybe 2 rolls?
I'm there, I'm seeing them, right? I'm just seeing
No, the
if they
point is
have it.
because they're in opposite directions, right? So you have to focus on each
So
of them.
to turn my head, I have to do a roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine. Whatever.
See,
What
like
is it?
you're trying to kind of like investigate Quasimoon first, and then you turn around and try to investigate or observe.
Investigate is a big word, dude. I'm
Okay,
just
okay.
seeing if they have like a glove.
Okay,
Okay,
fine.
fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, it makes
fine,
sense.
fine.
It makes sense. Let's roll once. Roll one.
Okay.
One.
So, okay. So what am I rolling? Awareness.
No. Spot hidden.
I think I should do with Boon. Success.
Okay. So you look at Quasimoon first. You don't see anything because he's wearing the cloak and the hood. There's nothing on his arms, except for the weapon around his waist. Right? You don't see anything that would say that they have a glove to have for the falcon or any bird to sit on. You look at Annabella, right? And you 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 don't see anything on her hand, but as she steps away, she whistles. She whistles, and you hear flapping sound, and it can bats like hover? No, right? They have to stay put. I'm not sure.
No, they can't. They can't.
They can't.
They
Right?
can't.
Yeah,
Hover.
they can't.
They can't hover.
Okay, so yeah,
It comes and sits on
on
her.
her shoulder. So these are much smaller bats, not large bats, much
So
smaller
it
bats.
hangs
And
upside down.
Yeah, yeah.
they,
It hangs on her.
wait, they only can
Wait,
hang.
where does she hang? Yeah, I don't think it can sit,
They
right?
they can't sit. The weight is somewhat.
So there are
Okay.
certain fruit-like appendages where
Yeah.
they can hang.
Okay, so in this case, so as the small bird comes in, she holds the bird in her hand. It's a pretty small, like a palm of her hand, and you notice that she's actually, oh yeah, you can see properly, right? Yeah, so you notice that she's tying a note onto that bat, and she's tied a note onto the bat, but she doesn't release it yet. She's still holding onto the bat, and she's walking towards the east. She continues walking towards the east.
So just to reiterate,
Yeah.
this bat flew away.
Mm,
They started walking in opposite directions.
mm,
And a few paces in, she whistles. The bat comes back. I don't know if it's the same bat.
Yeah. You don't know if
But
it's the same bat.
bat,
Yeah, a bat.
a bat comes back. She ties a note, and while holding it, she is walking away. So she's not going towards the tavern. She's not going towards the Quasimund. She's walking away.
So wait, let's move to the tactical map. I can explain to you, like you can visually understand what's happening.
I want to have a distraction. If you want, I can use.
So
Oh, you have a thing for the video?
No, not for the video, just for like. It's like Simon is still not able to get sleep, so he slowly opens the window, peeks out, and to his right he sees Adrian suspending with his eyes rolled back. He gets
Hey,
shit
wait,
afraid, closes the
dude.
window, and goes back in again.
You've
So
already closed the windows, locked your doors, and again you want to open the window and see this, is it?
yeah, I'm not able to sleep, right? So no, I don't do anything in the story. I just go there, look at Adrian, get scared, and then come back
No,
again.
but you can't see Adrian, no? I don't. You
Yeah.
won't be able to see that astral figure. It's just, it's astral.
It's my
Yeah,
projection.
it's his projection.
No, not him. I'm seeing the
Physical.
body
Physical.
projecting out of the window.
Okay.
No. So Adrian is like hanging out in the window with his eyes rolled back.
No.
with only
No.
white-
He's just, he didn't put his head out of the window. He was looking. He was. What is
Okay.
it?
Then okay.
You don't see him through the window. Yeah. Yeah. So getting back to what I said. So can you see the tactical map right now? So yeah. So you guys are. I don't know why the hell the ping is not working for some reason. Anyways, so
It fully
Not just the ping, it's not, yeah, the fog of war is still there.
Yeah. The fog of war is still there. So you guys are. You remember where the tavern is, right? The one with the 3 chimneys. Can you? Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
where I
yes,
ping?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Why is it icon ping? It's tap and click and hold, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
left click and hold.
I don't know why it's not happening. Okay, it just goes to that hand. Does it show you a hand?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. So you guys are there. So you, Adrian, the person, so that is facing to the north. If you're looking up, you're facing towards the north, right? So the person you were, I mean, now you know it's Annabella. So Annabella is walking towards the east. That is the right, and Quasimodo is going down to the west. Yeah, so that's where Annabella is heading towards, and Quasimodo is heading towards the west.
Got it. I mean, not where they were. That's where they were heading.
Heading
So
towards, yeah.
yeah. That's yeah. Okay. And I'm guessing they met somewhere here, or actually somewhere here.
They met where you see the
Pillar sort of
pillar.
thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Got it. Okay. What else can I gather? I'm just there. I'm not really there. They're walking away.
Yeah,
I guess
just
that's
to
it.
pause here. Rainer, are you asleep right now? Are you meditating right now? Are you resting?
No, that's what I was about to say. So
You do not know anything of this sort. What is happening right
correct,
now? You do
that's
not know
what.
what Adrian is doing. You do not know what Simon is doing. It's just you in your room.
Yeah. So s- when I was in my room, I take out my armor and everything. I take out my shirt. I see my veins are, have turned golden orange because of some backstory that I have mentioned you, DM. So I sense that this might be because of the danger that I had faced earlier, and
Rainer,
I
is this
open
something
I
that you
open
want
my
to?
window for to get some fresh air, and now I can roll something for awareness, like or see, can I see something or something like that?
Okay, so I just there's one thing I do want to mention. This is a meta again.
Hmm.
I don't want any one of you to get motivated by other person what they do, right?
Okay.
I feel like some of you are, I don't know, maybe Rainer because it's a new I mean TTRPG is new to you, right?
Correct.
I don't want you to get what do you say motivated or uh, your mind to change your action to change because of someone else doing something. It's like what
Okay.
did you intend to do in the beginning? Like when you left Adrian's room, what is the first intention you wanted to do? Think of
So
that and then
Or even
for
like
the
think about what your character would do.
for increasing my HP, what I have to meditate or what?
yes, you have to meditate.
Yeah, I see my golden, my veins have turned golden orange, and
Yeah.
I understand because this has turned into this because I had faced some danger. My veins turn into golden orange because of
Yeah.
some of my past actions,
Mm.
and I see there's some time I need to meditate because I need to calm myself, and those golden veins has to turn back to normal, and so I decide to meditate then.
Yeah, root. Great. Okay. So you are meditating right now, right? Uh, you're
I am, yes.
you're resting. You're trying to get your health to a safe state that you are. Your side effects of the past are affecting your body, and you decide to rest it. And Simon, I'm going to you now. Are you going to do anything while Adrian is
Nothing.
okay? So you
I
are also
close the
resting.
door. Nothing.
Okay.
I just listen for noises in the nearby rooms, and I don't do anything else.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm resting, but that wolf ear thing. If any noise comes in, I will be able to sense it. That's all.
Sure. So just while Adrian does what he does, just make sure Simon and Rainer reset your health and willpower. Okay, add whatever you have lost. Yes, Adrian, back to you. Yes.
Rainer, do you understand what this means? What are we going to have now?
So what? I have to roll
No,
something.
No.
this is a rhetorical question, man. I'm just saying that we are going to have some battle coming up probably, so
No,
be
you guys
ready.
are
Yeah,
resting. No,
yeah.
that's why. This is a long
No,
We,
no,
game.
no,
we don't know.
no. This is a meta thing that I'm saying, Jeet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Adrian.
that's why I need to increase my health
Yeah.
power.
So what you do is, will you click on willpower? A bar will come. Just add 100 if you want. It'll max out. Click on health HP bar and max out that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Adrian.
Yeah. How much? I need to subtract my willpower first. Is it 2?
Yeah, I think let's not subtract it because you're going to rest. Like, what are you going to do now? Are you going to follow them, or? But to follow them, you have to physically.
Yeah. Correct. That's the thing, right? Like I can't. Like my projection can't. My projection is planted.
Yeah,
Right? That's what when I was.
Yeah. So are you planning to follow them?
No, I'm basically. Let me go back to the map a second.
Yeah.
So what I was planning to do was. So whatever projection can see,
Yeah.
can I go there also? Because what it says is what you have seen or where you have been.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering. So if I let me go back to the map.
But then you'll have to cast that spell again. So
Correct.
So you've seen all
That's what I was
this. So
thinking.
you can project yourself anywhere in these areas, which is not hidden by the fog, which is
Right. So if I'm here,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and then she is walking here,
Yes.
and I can see her.
Yes.
Like, can I project again here and see if she goes this way?
Yeah. So I'll tell. Okay, I'll give you an idea here. So what you can do is you can wait until she goes out of
Correct.
view, right?
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
And this whole part that you see, which is outside the fog, which has already been revealed, is the
Oh, I have seen when I came in.
Yes. You can anyways
Okay.
do it because you've already been there before.
Oh, okay, I
Got
see.
it? That's
now.
what it says. It says,
I've
see, wait, you happen to place in a place up to 1 kilometer. If you were able, you must be,
if I've
yeah, you must either have the place in sight or have visited it previously. So you already walked past that.
Oh yeah, I've walked from here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Correct. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So that's why I was asking, can I subtract? So how much should I subtract?
Yeah, so you have to subtract 2.
Give me 1 second, let me do that. So I'm at 6 now.
Yeah. So you will have to subtract 2 and it goes down to 4.
Okay, it's gone to 4.
Yes.
So I continue to watch Annabelle as she is walking. So you'll have to describe to me.
Yeah.
Did she like turn down southwards in that?
Yes. So as you see her from, so your view is from the pillar, close to the pillar, right? So you see her walking, moving towards the south. Yeah, she's actually moving towards the south.
So I see her till here.
So I'll just make a.
Sometimes it pings. Yeah. So I see her till here, and then I see her turn towards this side.
Yes, exactly.
And then it gets occluded by.
Yeah, by the buildings. Yes, you can't.
Okay.
See. But you know that she's going down.
She's going down here, right? Yeah. Then I project to here.
Okay, so that's your second attempt. Yeah, please make a roll.
Okay. I'm going to roll mentalist.
Yes.
Success.
Man, you guys are getting good rolls today. Okay. Yeah, you are easily able
Actually, the other one was a dragon. I don't think I needed to roll here. Because I wouldn't say, I was going to split and shit, but okay.
Yeah.
But actually, maybe I don't reduce my willpower.
Yeah. You don't reduce your.
Okay.
Oh, right. Exactly. Sorry. Yeah. You don't use your willpower. So just keep it 4 for now.
Okay. So I go here.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah. So you cast a spell successfully and you've used far sight and you've actually not projected. You're visually able to see everything from that as though you're right there, and you observe her still coming down south. So the south gate, right? The gate that you guys entered from, that is still far down, right? And she's still coming from the north. So you can see her coming towards you. You can see her coming towards you, and she still continues walking. It looks like she's walking through you as she keeps walking down south. But you notice that she's not just walking casually as though she's walking in a village. She's actually looking around, looking behind, making sure that no one's following her, looking at windows that are open, ajar, so that she can see if anybody sees her walking down the path here. So you know that she's trying to be careful. She wants to make sure that she's not seen by people. And as she reaches where you are, she notices the village guards, right, who are patrolling this path, coming patrolling, walking towards the north, right. As soon as she sees them and hears them, right, she runs into one of the buildings, the alleyways, and she crouches down and waits. You see her crouching down and waiting just where you are, that the where you see the view right there. She's gone into one of those alleyways and she's hiding and waiting, uh, probably for the guards to walk past her. And I'm assuming you're waiting as well. So let's fast forward. They walk past her, right? She peeps out of the alley. She looks at them. She waits for to so that she has some distance away from the patrol. And as soon as they reach maybe about 30 meters away, she starts going down the south path, the path towards the south.
So she is
So now, yeah,
like
now she's there. Yeah, and now you see her, being obstructed by the buildings again.
One more time, I'm going to do a projection.
Okay.
Okay. To here. I want to see if she goes into the temple or out of the thing. I'm pretty sure she'll not go out because the guards will see her. But wouldn't they see her anyway? Okay. Or maybe it's dark. Okay, anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. So should I don't need to roll?
No, you need to roll. So now you don't minus your. So when you got a dragon, you don't have to minus your willpower. Okay, but you did now. So that was for the second one, for the second spell. Now the third time. So wait, can you tell me where exactly are you?
So I was here.
Uh,
She is going to go past this, and then I'll not have visibility.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to go here, so I can see if she goes into this temple path or if she's going out.
Yeah.
I feel like this magic trick is like very OP, man.
Yeah. It is.
Okay. So I'm going to roll again.
I feel like I should have been wizard instead.
No,
Success.
these things is good. Yeah, success. So yeah, you again kind of like spawn at that spot, right? And you notice her being even more careful now. She's actually looking at the south gate towers. She's being really sneaky. She's like she's crouching. She's being really careful, keeping an eye on the south gate, and she walks until the stairs, the carved out stairs of the temple. She pauses there, looks at the south gate, looks up towards the tower, and then quickly, not runs, but she quickly sneaks up the tower stairs towards the dome.
I had to subtract 2, right?
Yeah, this time you have to subtract 2. Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. So I have 2 left. So I have 2 left.
Even if you exhaust your willpower,
I know,
you'll
I'll
just
go
faint
sleep
and
only.
sleep, right?
Will I just... No, I won't faint. I'll just not be able to do any more magic. I just need to go and rest.
There is also a mechanic where you can drain your health and regain willpower. That's also there.
So I see her walk up the stairs, and she is now somewhere here, which means I can't see her anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put myself here.
Okay. Yeah, please
So
go ahead and
scroll.
Yeah.
Fail. Wait, I'm going to push. And the effect will go away once I sleep and wake up, right? Yeah, I'm going to push.
Yeah, what is the condition that you take?
I will take... So this is in trackers, right?
Yeah, trackers.
Exhausted.
Okay.
So I'm going to take exhausted. I clicked on exhausted, and now do I re-roll or?
Yeah, re-roll. There should be re-roll under that, right? There's no re-roll?
Yeah, there is, yeah. Success.
Okay. Okay, so as you again spawn at your visual specter, that is your specter or your whatever. I really want to know how this actually happens. But anyways, so this you spawn there and you can see.
Maybe Arun can make a video.
Yeah.
I'll try.
So
Yeah.
Arun can. I mean, Arun. Adrian actually, as soon as you spawn there, you notice that she's trying to study the exterior dome. She's like literally touching the sides of the temple dome. She's trying to. There are runes sculpted around the temple dome. She's trying to. It looks like she's searching something. She's unclear what. I mean, you're unclear what she's doing, but looking at her, it looks like she's trying to find something around the dome structure of the temple.
So it's something like if she pushes on the right stone, another
Something like that,
hidden
yeah.
door
Yeah.
will open or
Yeah,
something like that.
but she doesn't look like she knows what she's searching for. Like she's just trying to kind of like find something around the dome of the temple.
So she's walking all around. So
Yeah,
basically, I see some of it. Wait,
Some
let
of
me
it,
just
yeah,
go here. So since I'm here,
Yeah.
I see her from maybe from this part
Exactly.
to this part, but I have enough of a knowledge to say she's touching around or whatever
Yeah. So it's
else.
been like in those 15-20 minutes that you've been observing, she's like touching around, looking around the temple dome rather than actually entering into the temple. That's what you've noticed, that in these last 15-20 minutes she's just more concerned around the dome of the temple rather than inside the temple.
I'm guessing that I cannot use sense magic and stuff like that from my projection, right?
No,
Yeah,
no.
obviously. Okay. Cool. So now my willpower is 0.
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll set it to 0. I'll. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to get from here. So I stop the concentration and I go back to the room, and then I think about everything that has happened. And because now I've seen the bat and I've seen Annabelle and things like that, I want to first see if I can gather more information. Like I try to recollect if ever seen or heard of any stories where people have trained bats to carry notes or to do some sort of bidding. So I'm going to do beast lore.
Actually, I think this would be myth and legends, I feel.
Myth and legends,
Yeah.
okay. I saw beast lore was intelligence. I don't know myth and legends.
No, I
Oh,
think
thank
that
God
was
it's
intelligence.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Good, good. Okay, I'm going to roll myth and legends. Success.
So you do recollect of a time when you read a book that talks about mages using what do you say, conjured creatures to send to for their aid, like send messages or something like that. You know, they can actually conjure up living creatures that are that can enter even the harshest conditions. You know, the magic, unless the mage, the person who conjured that magic, decides to stop that, like remove that, like stop that creature from, or like dissipate, basically remove the creature from existence, it could enter any sort of magical zones. Like for example, what I mean by that is these creatures were used to infiltrate places that have like a magical aura of protection that does not allow physical beings to enter into that places, but these creatures were unaffected by that magical aura. You know, they can pass
I
through
see.
magical auras.
So they have been enchanted
Yes.
to resist magic,
Yes.
and mages have used these in the past
Yes.
so that they can send them into these zones to possibly carry messages
Yes. Yes.
or maybe even observe what is going
Yes,
on in
yes.
those places and
But
stuff like
the
that.
only way that they can do that, like there's a if here, like the only way they can do that, conjure up such a creature, if they understand the magic that is the barrier magic itself. It's not like they can just conjure it up and it can go anywhere. The person who's conjuring this creature should also understand how that barrier magic works. So it's basically like like it, kind of like the animal is in the same frequency as the magical barrier, so that's why the magical barrier doesn't affect affect the.
Or the opposite frequency to cancel it
Oh
out.
yeah, opposite frequency. Yeah, yeah, it could be that.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I don't know like if I can get anything. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I can roll
Mm.
to understand Annabelle itself. But then again, like for example, what I'm thinking is, should I do another myths and legends roll to see if I try to recollect any time when like I've seen or heard people looking for um, either symbols or entrances. Why would someone be like touching the dome, trying to like feel for something? So what are some of those sort of like instances that I might have come across or heard from somewhere? Are they looking for inscriptions, or are they looking for secret like pressure points that open doorways and stuff? I'm just thinking if I should do myths and legends or
So,
history or something like that.
so are you thinking like, do you know people who would do this? Like, is like
No, no,
a
like have I come across any such times where I have seen like I'm a little older elf, right? I've been on other adventures and stuff. Have I seen this sort of stuff happen before,
oh, okay,
or I've
okay.
heard someone like who said that, oh, there was like a secret, like like as Manjit, I have seen all these movies where if you press a certain point, then a secret door opens.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm just as Adrian, have I come across those sorts of
So the thing is, like, I don't think you need to make a roll, but I let's. So the thing is here is, that, in the past that archaeologists, cultists, and a lot of adventurers themselves, when they want to know these when they explore ruins, they know that there could be some treasures, some secrets that ruin holds, right? So they try to, what do you say, explore these ruins, find out ways that they could enter into these ruins or these caves or temples in this example, right? So you feel like you're not sure whether the intentions are not clear, but she is trying to find something in the temple which is being hidden to the naked eye, to the normal folk here. So there is something the Annabella is expecting to find in this old historic temple.
she still has the bat
Yeah,
in her hand.
she still has the bat. She has the bat in her hand and she's searching around.
Okay. Okay. This power is like super OP, man. Like seriously. Okay. I'm surprised it's even allowed. Cool. Then I um, get completely exhausted. I also want to like make sure that I mention that the ring that I'm wearing that has the inscription is not metal. It's a wooden ring.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
understood.
because you will be like, shit, you have a metal ring. No, it's a wooden ring with an inscription. Nicely polished, but still wooden. So I feel for the ring on my finger with the inscription. I'm totally exhausted. I have no willpower to go on. In this exhausted state, I just go to my bed and I uh, just fall and kind of go into that meditative state.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys, if you guys haven't, Rainer and Simon, if you haven't reset yet, please do reset your willpower and health. Adrian, please go ahead and reset your willpower and health.
So we just have to max out
Max out,
top
just
by
max out. Yes,
using the
yes.
top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not
So,
clicking on plus, right? If you
yeah,
click
yeah,
on plus, it takes,
yeah.
it is increasing again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Oh,
so
I'm going to remove the exhausted thing.
yeah, yeah, remove that.
Yeah, yeah. So, Jeet, I have scared marked in mind, so that also I can remove, right?
Yes, yes, yes. You can remove that.
How long is the full rest? 6 hours.
6 hours. Yes.
How
Okay.
much time was spent doing all this?
So probably an hour and a half roughly.
So we still wake up like way early. We retired at maybe what 7, 8 o'clock in the night after eating, talking to Vagnhild. So until 9,
I
I did
wouldn't.
all
I
them.
wouldn't say 7 or 8. Come on. Come on.
6 o'clock we reached the town.
Yeah, but then
No,
you guys spoke to the guard captain, and then went to the tavern, spoke to the
Fine.
the
10
tavern lady.
o'clock we went to the
Okay,
room.
okay. But
Okay,
you
11. So it's 12 to 6 we slept. 6
yeah.
o'clock we woke up.
Okay,
Very
okay.
good sleep.
So it's 6 a.m. right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we both have 6 hours. You just have 5 hours sleep
No, how?
because
So
you slept on
11
a day.
No,
o'clock,
I
yeah,
think
11 o'clock we went to the room. 11 to 12 I did all the Doctor Strange stuff. 12 to 6 I slept.
Cool.
Okay, this has come out good.
Hey, what is it? Is it in Discord?
Yes.
cool. Okay, so
Maybe you can include some of these in your YouTube videos.
yeah, for the shots and all, I will. Is it come really well?
It's like I don't know what if this is what Manjit had in mind, but
Oh, dude, this is actually nice.
yeah,
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Really good. Really good. Your prompts are nice, man.
Yeah. The bird could be smaller. Can you give another prompt to make the bird smaller?
it costs. So
Oh, okay, okay, fine.
Wait, it costs, sir. Like you
Yeah,
get
this is
the
a free
credit
bird.
the credit one is your credits are over, is it? I thought daily it
Yeah, I
refreshes.
mean, so it does. So it's only 30 credits per, I mean, per video, and only 300 credits per day. So
Okay.
Which
we'll
is the
finish
tool
this
you're using?
rally.
But this is really well. This is really good. And for the viewers, I'm going to have it in a shot. So stay tuned.
So
Anyways,
which is
so
this
now it's
tool?
all. Sorry.
Which is this tool?
High low AI.
Okay.
Okay. So fast forward. You guys are all waking up. It's 6 a.m. right now. And yes, what do you guys want to do? You know what, Aiden? I'll switch to Simon and Rainer first because they've been quiet for a while.
Meta question: what time are we stopping?
1 o'clock.
Really?
What do you mean you want to go longer?
No, I mean, story-wise, we haven't moved from the same day itself, right? So I thought maybe we'll at least go past half day or something.
Oh, like that. Okay, let's see what happens here. No, let's see what you guys decide to do. Okay, so you guys wake up. Simon, I'll go with you. What do you want? What are you planning to do now? The first thing.
So first, I open the window and peek out and see if there is anything still flying. And I see only ravens and other stuff, the usual birds that are flying around. So and I also do I have a view on the temple?
View on the towards the temple? No. You're
Yeah.
facing the north.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And I am thinking if so, do I get up early or all of us get, or I don't know anything, right? So okay, I get up at probably 5:36, the first day break basically, and I'm thinking of going to the temple. And since with the bad experience that I had yesterday, which is the flying thing, so I just go out and see if there are any noises or like noises of people already awake, like Adrian or Reynard. I first
Okay, your
check
party members.
Reynard if there is any sock that is outside his door knob. Nothing happened, so any do not disturb tag. And I don't hear any armor movement or anything, so I don't knock his door, and then I go towards Adrian.
Why would there be armor movement? Oh, because there is no
He's sleeping in
sock.
his armor.
There is no sock and there is no armor movement. So,
Okay, so basically you're trying to gauge whether they're awake or
People are
whether
awake
you
or
can
not.
disturb them or
So I wanted to go alone,
not.
but I was scared yesterday, so I'm just confused now whether to go alone or take someone else. But since it's daybreak, I go towards Aiden's room, and I'll. Do I hear anything? Should I roll?
Yeah. I mean, are you doing anything at this time, Adrian? Are you awake? Are you? Is it
First
are you
daybreak,
walking,
basically, like
are you walking
sun
around the
comes out.
room a little loud, or are you going to be gentle and quiet?
no, I'm not walk around the room loud sort of a
Yeah. I see.
person. So I just wake up, generally go about my morning routine, uh, That's about it. Like
Okay,
brushing the
so
teeth and stuff.
what I say is, Simon, you notice the windows, the lights, right? The lights fall through the gaps of the bottom of the door, and you see like a figure walking around. But it not, but you can't hear as much as Aiden is very quiet on his feet, reading the.
Okay. So I go near his door. I don't knock on it. I just whisper, Adrian, are you awake? Do
Go
I
ahead,
get a
Aiden.
response?
I I don't know if I can hear it. I'm just walking around. I feel, like you have this feeling like something is happening right outside. I feel like, oh, what's going on? And then I just open the door and I see Simon and like take me. What the fuck, dude? Like, what are you doing? Just are you sneaking up on me? Are you? What are you doing?
Look at me. Can I sneak? No. But I wanted to see if you are awake. I wanted to go out to the temple, but
Oh,
I don't want to do it
and
alone.
also like he's huge, right? So while
Correct.
he
So I'm
walks,
like,
you can like listen, you hear the creaks of the wooden base of the what is it, the tavern. Yeah, that's also there.
yeah, but that's there. Like generally, you see these are the small subconscious things that you pick up but don't really
Don't really,
discern.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm kind of like something is happening.
yeah,
So I just open the door and I'm like
yeah.
this big figure just trying to
Stand.
whisper on my door. I'm like, shit, over there. Like, okay, what are you doing? And then he tells me he wants to go to the temple. I'm like, okay, Simon, just next time, just knock at the door, and if I'm awake, I'll open. Else, I'm sleeping. Why don't I just finish up?
And
And
yeah, I also asked, did you see anything last night? Did anything come up later after I went to the room?
there are things that I would like to discuss with both of you. So why don't we meet downstairs in 5-10 minutes? I'll finish up my morning routine, and we can have breakfast together and talk about everything I learned last night.
Okay, cool. I pause here. Rainer, what do you do? So you wake up.
Yeah, I wake up. I just want to know how big is this room? Is it very small or it's very big?
It's a small room. It's just a single bed or chest to
So
keep
will
the
I be
belongings.
able to swing my swords and practice my sword skills? Is it big enough to do
Ah,
that?
yeah, it's big enough to do that. Yeah.
All
But
right.
then, if
And
you
what
wanted to
what?
impress Annabelle, wouldn't you do this outside where she can see?
No, I'm done with that part now.
Dude, you don't know what
Oh,
Adrian
you
has
do not
seen. You
know.
don't know. You still think that she's a very sweet and loving, very
Yeah,
sweet
You
village folk.
you
wanted
don't
to
know that
swing
I'm
your
not
other
that
sword
way.
yesterday night.
He doesn't know anything like that. He just knows she's hot. That's it. Sweet, loving, nothing he knows.
So
Okay.
the window that I have in my room, is it facing towards east or
No,
west
not
or?
not. So if you see the tactical map, battle map,
Okay.
you see the pillar in between. That's where you're
No,
facing.
I don't
So
have any window towards east then.
no.
All right, okay. Then I get up and I see there's a mirror in front of. Okay, I was meditating, right? Was this?
You were
Will I be
meditating.
after meditation?
No. Meditation is your rest.
Okay, all right. I slowly open my eyes and come back to senses, and I see there's a long mirror in front of me, and so since it's morning, I see a little light is inside the room, and I see my reflection in the mirror, and I see my golden veins have come back to normal color and shape. And I slowly get up. I tie my hair like a bun. I open the window for some air, and I take out my sword and do some of my sword skills. I do my daily routine. Then, early morning person, I go and take bath, and I'll be fresh, and I'll be like waiting in the room.
Okay. So let's assume that in this scenario you have been the first person to wake up and you're ready, right? You're ready. You have done your morning chores. You have done your shadow sword slashing practice, freshened up, and now you're kind of like, I wouldn't say like meditating. You're just peacefully sitting on your bed and you know steadying your breathing, and you hear uh, somebody walk across your door because it's Adrian, it's Rainer, and then it is Simon. No, it's Simon
No,
first.
no. It's Adrian, Simon, Reynard, because we both
Reina.
came up. I
Oh,
went
okay.
in the first room. Yeah.
Right. Sorry. So Raina, you hear Simon walk out of his room because of the door. He swung the door open, and you hear the the base of the tavern creak because he's a huge humanoid, right? So yeah, you hear that. So when after hearing that, what do you do?
So, when I was peacefully sitting, since I was up early and already, so I hear some door knock, door sound outside. So I feel like my parties are up already, and I just want to say good morning or greet them and ask them about their sleep and how was the night. And so, thinking that, I slowly open the door and look for someone in the corridor. And
Yeah.
will
So
I see?
this is what you see. Uh,
Mm,
what do you say when you look towards this? Look towards Adrian's room or Simon's room. You see Simon go up to Adrian's door. Rather than knocking, you see him say something towards the direction of the door, and after a while you see Aiden open the door, and his startled reaction, and so while this is happening, I'm assuming you're going to take a few steps closer to your part companions, right? So
yeah,
while this
yeah.
is happening, you hear the conversation they just had. Simon asking about did something happen? Did you do anything last night after they parted ways? And Adrian's response saying that yes, I have few things to tell you folks. So
So
this is
by the
what
time
you
I reach Simon, will the Adrian already close his door, asking that he needs 10 minutes to get ready, or his door will be still open?
yeah, that Adrian you can mention.
No, no. So when I'm saying, like, he asks, you hear Simon ask, um, did anything happen last night? And then you're still walking. So you're still walking, you hear him, and by the time I start responding, you're right next to Simon, is what I'm imagining. And then you can see me and hear my response saying I need 5 minutes. And then I look at you and I say that if you both head down to the tavern, um, I will finish up my getting dressed and I will meet you in 5 or 10 minutes. If you are getting breakfast, then I will have eggs and bacon and whatever else. Yeah, so that we can quickly leave. And then
And okay, so that time I
actually, you
hear
know
what
what?
Adrian. Okay.
Maybe no, that's not what I do. Um, I see Rainer also. I was going to say Raymond, who is my boss's boss, but I see Rainer also join, and then I say, okay, I want the reason I wanted to talk 5-10 minutes later was so that I can tell both of you what happened last night. I think it might be a better idea for us to discuss this in the privacy of our room rather than in the inn. So if you don't mind, step into the room and I can tell you everything that happened last night after we retired.
And you let us come inside the room.
Yeah, I'm asking if you want to. So I
I say
step aside and
okay.
I'm like,
Please, you're ushering them in.
please,
Okay.
yeah,
I say
please.
okay. I say okay. Good morning, folks. Since I didn't say good morning, I'll say first good morning. Even though I heard your conversation, it's okay. Good morning, folks. I think this last night sleep was much needed, and yeah, it's very curious. I'm very curious to know that there's something that you wanted to discuss. And even though I'm little hungry for breakfast, why don't we have a quick conversation of what you want to talk, and I'll slowly walk inside the room.
Before Adrian starts to say anything, I like get hold of Rainer, ask, "Did you see anything?" When I ask this question, Adrian is saying that he wants to talk to us. Maybe something bad happened. Did you see anything, Rainer?
I politely say I heard some noises in your room, but I was least caring
No, that
anyway.
was me alone. Nothing.
Yeah, that's why I was least bothered, and I was just in
Meditating.
my deep sleep, meditating. Yeah, no, in
Anyway,
fact,
are
I
you
didn't
still in
hear
your
any
armor?
noise. I always wear my armor.
Okay.
Except when trying to impress the lass.
Okay. So they both come in? So you come in, Simon? Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I say, please make yourselves comfortable, not too comfortable. Just sit at the table and give me 2 seconds. So I had like a towel in my hand. I just washed my face and I had a towel in my hand. So I walk into the. I'm guessing there is a attached bathroom. Like that's a
No, I
minimum.
would say it's like a common bathroom, like a thing set up
Oh
for.
shit. Okay,
But
fine.
there's
So I,
a like a huge like a tub. Like I don't know what you call it here, but they fill water and keep fresh water so that you can wash your hands and face and stuff like
so while they are getting themselves seated, I have this internal. So I've been thinking about this a little since I woke up, where I'm like, I don't know these guys well enough, and it's not always the best idea to trust people so quickly. So I have this like I'm not sure how much information I should reveal and how much I should keep to myself. So I'm still contemplating that while I'm just putting back the towel. I'm doing meaningless things while they're just like still getting themselves settled in, and in my mind I'm just still thinking, what things should I tell these um, folks and what things I should keep to myself. But then I just decide that we have traveled whatever 1 2 days together, and based on that I feel I should trust them. I don't have a lot of information that I shouldn't be sharing with them. All of these I think are good for me to share with the team so that we can work together. So I decide that I'll share everything that I saw and whatever I found, and then I go back and take my seat at the table and I clear my throat, giving people time to say anything because I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you did mention that you will take 5-10 minutes to like finish up whatever you had.
No, no. So as I said, I only said that so that all three of us can have a conversation instead of me telling something to Simon and then again repeating the same thing back to Raynar. So now that we're all together, I don't need the 5 10 minutes. I'm done. I'm ready. Let's
So
quickly
I
have this
will.
conversation.
I'm just looking inside the room, that your room. So I'm a little curious. I was always curious from the beginning that about you as well. So I was just looking, glancing inside the room and to find something interesting about you, perhaps. So to know something, should I roll anything about
Yeah, you need to.
Adrian?
Yeah, if you are trying
Should
to.
roll myths and legends.
You need to roll spot hidden if you are.
Spotted.
Yeah, spot hidden. But Adrian, how is this? How is your room right now? Like, is there anything that he can?
No, so basically I just came and did that. I didn't even take off anything. I got so exhausted. I just
Yeah. You know what? Don't roll. I would say you look around and Adrian, could you just describe how your room is right now? Right now.
so it seems like the bed was used, so the sheets are crumpled. The apart from that, you see when you entered the room, you just saw one chair ajar from the table, and the other two chairs still neatly stacked. No, not stacked, but neatly towards the table. You see that my window is open. The tub has been used because you see that it is still wet, and you see the used towel. But beyond that, and I've taken off my footwear. Beyond that, I seem to be in the same clothes that I was in yesterday, and I'm carrying all the same things that I was carrying yesterday. I have not disturbed anything else in the room. It seems like I had no time to even like mess with anything. Even the candle that I had seems to have been barely used.
Will you be still wearing the ring, or it will be on the table?
It'll be. I wore it back. If you remember, I wore it back when I stood up and went to the window. I wore it back, and when I came back in, I was just touching the ring. Mentioned that explicitly. So I was just touching the ring when I came back.
No helpful information. Okay, we'll continue
No,
our
but can I
conversation.
just a meta question? Like, what are you trying to gauge here? Like, is there some
I'm
intent?
I'm trying to find maybe some kind of symbol where you belong to, or in any kind of like information what.
Okay, you know what? I will give him a little bit. So you see that my satchel is on the table, and through that you see that I have that what is a thing called Orbakonam or something. Wait, let
Oh,
me
that
just
orb
open my
thing.
character. Yeah, let me open my character sheet.
Oh yeah. The orb something, right? Yeah. Your item, equipment.
Orbuculum. You see that I have a grimoire and I have an orbuculum. Um, but that's it. Those are the two things that are in my satchel. There are other like non-interesting things like a torch and blah blah, but those are the two interesting items you see on the table.
Right.
So what does an orbiculum do then?
It's like a catalyst for his spells. It's like a glass-like orb, like you've seen in Magic. They read your future and all from the orbs. Much more smaller, not that big, but yeah, it helps him
Actually,
spell.
actually, you know what? Like maybe next time onwards,
Hmm.
even though I project myself there, I'll probably see it in the orbiculum.
Oh yeah, that
Maybe
makes
that
sense.
makes
Yeah, that
makes
makes
sense. Yeah.
sense.
So
Yeah,
what was the other thing you mentioned?
A grimoire is
yeah.
like a book,
Book of spells or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
but all things that you would find with a mage, like
Yeah.
it's
These are the normal
Yeah,
things that you
yeah.
find.
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
No helpful information for
Maybe
me.
you can do this more further in the game when maybe
Yeah, yeah.
Adrian starts revealing more
I,
of
I
his secrets. Maybe let's see.
exactly. I will just make a note of the things that you have, the orbiculum and
Yeah.
ringworm, and I'm little curious of how wizards do use this. Just curiosity. I'm curious for knowledge and everything. That's there in the character sheet also. Yeah, I'm just keeping a note of what are the things that I saw in the back, and
So
I'm
basically, you're
ready
going
for
to try
the
to
tournament.
study the mage, Adrian the mage,
Mage.
whenever you
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
opportunity to. Cool.
Whenever it
Awesome.
is possible.
Yeah. Cool. Yes.
maybe you can try to see what, but the inscription on the ring is on the inner. So I yeah, if it was on the table, maybe you could have.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you're wearing it or it's on the table.
Okay, you know what? Let me just check my sheet again to see if there's anything else that you
No,
can.
it's okay.
No, let's. It's okay, Manjit. Let's make it like a
Let's
like stretch it a little bit, so that
yeah.
we can start like
Slowly,
a
I'll try to
like
learn.
build up
Yeah.
this
So
story up. Yeah,
So
Simon.
we are all seated. That's
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And I've cleared my throat.
Yes.
That's all.
Simon. Sorry.
yeah, I look at Reiner and ask, do I need to start training on weapons with the shit that he said? Do I need to buy armor? Do I need to weapons? If
Wait.
you
Wait.
are
No,
What?
no, I
not,
have not said anything yet.
What he said?
no, but you said like you have decided and you have told everything.
I
No.
sat at the
No, he
table and
sat
I
at the
cleared
table.
my throat so that I'm giving other people chances to play. So
Okay, like that.
Okay.
Okay, fine. But anyway, Reiner was mentioning about buying weapons, so I was thinking of asking him if whatever I saw yesterday night is going to come attack us. Is this something that you want? I first asked him, do you want to upgrade your weapons?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't mention some buying some weapons or looking for some weapon craft shop or something in the next morning, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
So
you
perhaps
mentioned that.
yeah, I
So
will
I just
say
mentioned it
after
in the
the
passing,
breakfast.
and we are waiting for Adrian to
Adrian's turn.
say something.
Yeah, I say yeah, we do need to look for some weapons available in the town. Maybe after the breakfast we can go shopping or something.
Okay, why don't I tell you what happened last night and then we can come up with a plan for what to do
Okay.
through the day. So, after we retired to the rooms, I used my. I'm guessing you know Farsight what it is. I used my magic Farsight. Sorry, let me take a step back. I walked to the window and tried to see what Simon was describing as a dark figure to see if I could sense something out there and to see if I can um, find someone or something. And I saw two humanoid figures, and I continue the story and I tell them everything.
Yeah. So you guys, anyways, yeah. So basically, he talks about seeing two humanoid figures using fast sight, using the spell to follow one of the humanoid figures. It turned out to be
You want
Annabella.
to tell a little,
No,
but
no, no. I'm just
I
saying.
thought we can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for time.
Time. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Then once the story is over and I tell everything, I tell them obviously there is something going on with Annabella, and the whole bats thing is tied up into all of that. What I think we should do is look for Darnath. We need more information. I would strongly suggest against running head on into the whole temple thing. We should try to find Darnath, see if he has any information. He is known to have a lot of knowledge and he is a healer. Maybe he will join our party even.
But isn't
Um,
he in the temple? Shouldn't we go to the temple too?
Maybe he's in the temple. I don't know that, right? You don't know that. And it's a good theory. What we should do is let's get more information about Darnath, seek him out, get more information before we take action directly on the temple or directly on Annabelle. I also suggest that we try to get information about Annabelle from Van Hild without fully revealing to Van Hild what we've known. Um, we at this point cannot trust anyone. So that's my take. I think for today we should start with looking for Darnath and seeing if we can get more information about that. We can also, whoever we meet, start getting information about the lady with the books thing. That's that cute librarian that Simon is looking for, I guess. Um, that's also something that we can do. I have a feeling that Darnath might know more about the statue, that the piece of the statue that we found as well. So, oh wait, sorry, Van Hill already said that. Sorry, it's not like I have got some way insight. Okay, so that's what I propose we do. I propose we go have lunch. Do not go head on into the temple right now. Try to find Darnath, maybe ask Van Hill, and also get more information about Annabelle from Van Hill before we leave the tavern.
I propose to get weapons for myself because Reiner here is not going to help me. He doesn't even lend his armor. So first thing we go out of after having breakfast, let's go equip ourselves with weapons. Then go anywhere else. What if we want to fight Darnath? I can't. I'll run away.
Simon, I will be honest with you. I wanted to not travel with you anymore because I did not see any value in having you on the party. It was Raynar who said that he wanted to travel with you and give you another chance.
But I got you guys into the town. I was the one who was able to persuade the guard to get us into the town.
Sure, you were barely able to persuade the guard to let us into the town, but I'm sure that the guard would have let two high elves of good standing pass, as he's let many other travelers pass in, with a little persuasion from our side. Granted that you did get us in, but you were not able to find your lady friend. You were not able to get any more knowledge than what we could have found by ourselves, which is what leads me to believe that you are not a value add to the team. However, Raynar is the one who is standing up for you and saying that no, we should give him another chance. And I'll be again honest with you because I'm too old to play games. This is a game meta, but I'm too old to play games. You should really prove yourself with Darnath and find as much knowledge as you can. As a scholar, I think that is your redeeming quality, not getting weapons and fighting. Put your trust in Raynar as he has put in you.
Nice.
Slow
I'm
claps.
confused again, as always. But I see the point there, and I just agree, nod the head, thinking something inside my head, and then I just say, "Okay, Adrian. So you are someone who is intelligent and has seen the world. So I trust you for now."
We should still get weapons as a group. You should do what a scholar does. That's it.
Okay.
Fade to black
Surprising,
and then
surprisingly,
fade
and
in
as
tavern. No, unless anyone has anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, anything else? Or you guys go
yeah,
downstairs to
I
the bar?
look at Adrian surprisingly that he's actually backing me up or talking about me. I mean positive about me, and
So there are two
like
things
for
that
a
happened that
mentor figure.
surprised you. One is that
Yeah,
Aiden was backing you up. Second thing is Aiden confronted Simon already.
I, yeah,
The
I look
yeah,
astonished with both of the things, and I slowly
step back.
uh,
Like you know what? You
yeah,
can
but
you can.
I tell that indeed I agree with both of you. We need to uh, talk to that Dranath as well as we need to have the equipment as well, but not in the same order of like this or that. I'm okay with anything, but I do feel like when we're talking to Annabelle, maybe I can initiate the conversation so that
Sure,
she has
you
some
can talk
thought
to
for
Annabelle,
me.
but I was suggesting we talk to Van
You
Hill.
know, retrieve. Okay, Van Hill. Okay.
Yeah, I was saying we'll talk to Van Hill. You can talk to Annabelle as much as you want. So that's
No, no. Now only
not
to
this
retrieve
is about.
information. Now that I know she's onto something, only to retrieve
Oh,
information
you want
and
to
use my charm.
seduce her? Okay, nice.
No, but you still don't know about the truth
No, I
about it.
told.
No, he told
I,
Oh
me.
I
yeah,
told.
you,
Told,
you
no,
told
he
right.
told.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
So I feel
Uh,
like I am grateful that I didn't make my moves in the previous night. It would have led to something, and
Sure, buddy.
now
You
I'm more
keep you keep telling yourself
now
that.
I'm more careful. But I do
Oh,
know
okay,
that
that
when we
way.
are
you don't have to be careful. You be yourself.
Yep.
now I'm careful. And but I do suggest an option that when we are talking to Van Hill, if
But do
Annabelle
you
is
guys trust me?
came to
That's
me,
another question. No, like I can say whatever I want, but do you guys trust me?
Yeah, that's also true.
No,
Like,
mm,
not yet, but that's what we trust you for now.
yeah,
But you trust what I said happened, happened.
I do.
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely do because
I
I saw it. I saw.
The
Oh,
bat
the
thing.
bat. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
figure, the figure. Yeah.
so I trust you because from the beginning you were the only one telling what to do exactly, and which led to us to this town. So I think I am trusting you. I'm looking for a mentor kind of. I'm looking you at a like a mentor person, but I'm still keeping my boundaries on to be careful, because I still don't know you fully. But yeah, I trust you for now.
Cool. So, like, fade into tavern. Is that what's going to happen now? You guys walk down the.
Fade to black and then fade into tavern.
Much.
We have food. I know. Wait, no, no, no. He wants to talk to Annabelle. Okay, yeah, you go.
So yeah, you guys walk down the stairs to the tavern, to the common room. You see the crowd is not as much as last night. You see Van Hild again at the counter, looking around, ordering Annabelle to set up things. You know, the chairs were placed on top of the tables, like upside down. You know, so you see that she's setting the chairs back, and it's it's right on the floor, basically next to the tables. She's dusting off the tables and all that, and you see a little authoritative, what do you say, like a little upset frown on Van Hild, um, and a stern voice, like, Annabella, why it has been this is late, you should have been here sooner. What's going on? You've been acting weird lately, or your punctuality is being affected lately, and this was not uh, this was not something that you used to do before. You used to be much more punctual, and I mean, I didn't have to say anything. You used to handle the tavern really well before. What's with you? And you notice that while she's dusting the table, she looks back, and she just says, "I'm sorry, Manhal. There's lots in my head right now." And she just continues. She doesn't say anything else. Uh, yeah, and
So
she notices you
yeah.
come down, and Van Hyle notices you all come down. And she greets you all. Says, "Welcome, adventurers. Welcome, Raina. Welcome, Adrian. Welcome, Simon. I hope you had your rest, and the rooms were good enough for you all. Please come sit, and Annabelle will be with you shortly." And
Okay.
while she's talking to
Now,
you, you notice her. She picks up the war hammer, and she's wiping it, shining it.
so now,
Do we? So I
are we
ask it.
sitting on the table
We
now?
need Annabelle to come and serve us. Why can't we ask Vanel to do it?
Wait, you're asking Van Hild?
No, no. I'm asking Aiden.
Oh, wait.
No,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Like, can we just, if it would have been like, anyway, I'll play it as if it is. So we sit down. I look at Van Hild and I say, "My lady, my companions and I are really hungry and tired. Would you mind if we tell you what we want to eat? And if you could bring it along, we would also enjoy a nice conversation with you, especially after the um, after retiring last night. There were a few things we learned. We would want to share those."
Yeah. So she's while she's wiping her warhammer, she smiles back. "Oh, sure, not a problem at all." And she uh, puts it back on her waist belt, and she wipes her hand. She's walking towards you. She heads up to your table that you've of your choice. And yes, boys, what do you want?
Before she reaches, I tell like in a whisper to Simon and Reina that we should only tell her we saw a dark figure pass near the window. Not about Annabelle or anything. We'll just tell her that we saw a dark figure. That's enough, right? Anyway, we're just going to retire last night. So it's just us confirming that we also saw the bats. That's it.
Okay, so yeah,
Let's
she's
So
not
right next to.
completely trust.
She's reached
I
your
I
table
ask.
and she asks you all. Okay, wait. Are
Okay,
you
I
ready?
before
think
she
Reina.
comes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
before she comes, I ask,
And I'll
Adrian and Simon that while you folks talk to Van Hill, uh, I ask them, shall I go near the Annabelle
Annabelle.
and try to extract some information from her,
Yep.
persuade her to give something,
yeah.
or as a like a distraction, so that Van Hill she won't listen what you're talking with Van Hill.
Go for it, buddy.
Okay, so you
Just
are.
don't call me as you're doing this. You just
So
go do your things. Don't
You
call
go
me.
do your thing. Yeah. Like, yeah,
so
have
let me get
fun.
this
Okay,
straight.
now
So
in a
Rainer,
careful way.
you're going to step up,
Yes.
walk to Annabella, who's dusting a table at the far corner, to speak to her,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Van Held is walking towards Adrian and Simon and going to
I
attend to them.
I can't imagine Vanille to be very happy with this because she's already Annabelle is late. And then you are going to bother her when she's setting up. So
Okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll switch. I'll actually, you know
Maybe
what?
he'll go and help her settle the table.
I'm a little curious. Okay. I'll switch to Rainer. Okay, Rainer, you walk to you walk
Yeah, yeah.
to
I walk
Annabella.
towards
All
Annabelle,
good.
and with my charm, I greet her, "Good morning, my lady," and will she greet me back?
Yeah, yeah. So she's hasty. She's dusting, but she's like, "Good morning, Raina," and she still hasn't stopped.
Okay.
She looks at you, says, "Good morning," and she continues dusting. She's not looking at you right now. And hastily,
Okay.
she knows that she's late, and so she's a little quick on her feet.
Okay. Then I will tell her, my lady, you look very tired. Your eyes look, very sleepy. Did you get proper sleep or what? And I see that she is little bit, sad because her, uh, Van Hills, took on her, and I offer her some, kindness to her, and I'll try to persuade her to sit with me and talk about what happened yesterday night. So should I roll something for persuasion?
Offer her help. Offer her help.
First,
Okay.
I'll offer her help. Will she accept my help?
Isn't there charisma? I was looking at the
There
sheet.
is there is.
There is charisma, right?
There is.
Yeah.
So yeah. So when you
I
offer
don't
a
think it's persuasion, right? She's saying
okay.
she's not saying no.
Yeah.
I think you have to take. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
for
charisma
persuasion,
is.
I meant the persuasion for extracting the information, like making her to talk about the previous night.
Okay. That way.
No, but if you have good charm, you can charm her into.
So persuasion is when someone says no, but you still want it to become yes. I think you should start with something like charm or is there charm? I don't
Yeah.
see anything like
So there
charm.
is charisma.
Charisma. Okay.
So
Where is it? It
charisma
should be in
is the attributes, and then for that attribute there's
CHA.
something.
CHA. Last.
Yeah,
The last
CHA.
one.
Oh, okay, got it. So bartering, bluffing,
Maybe
Where is it? I don't
performance,
see. Okay,
riding.
bluffing.
maybe
After
charming.
that,
I
The
would
what?
say it would be performance. Maybe here.
Yeah, it could be
all right,
Yeah.
performance.
performance.
Okay. So when you
The
offer
one
her
person
help,
who
she's
could
like,
do this is not part of the group. So
sorry.
no. The one person who was supposed to do this now is not part of the group. The thief went away. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rainer, so when you try to offer help, Annabella still continues to clean, and she says, no, it won't be right. I cannot allow a customer, a patron of this tavern, to actually do my tasks. I cannot accept your help. And that's when you try to charm her. Do you want to role
Yeah.
play what you attempt to do, just so that we can laugh about it?
So
This was just joking. Okay, continue.
I say, my lady, it's my pleasure to help you with setting up the table here, and be a gentleman and let me do it, and I'll roll the die.
Okay, roll a performance.
And,
No, but this is spot hidden. Do you want to
Oh no, no, not
roll?
spot hidden, dude. Performance.
I selected performance, sorry, but I don't know why.
Performance.
Okay, my internet is a little slow, so the page is also loading slow.
No issues, no issues.
So while this is happening, I also check with Aiden. Is it wise to talk to Vanhild about Darnath? Because yesterday she didn't say much about him. Should we prod a little bit more, or should we?
She's
I
not
did
sitting
roll
yet, right?
performance. Do you say?
No, no, no. I was just speaking with you.
If she's not sitting yet, yeah, I think what I'll say is we don't even know the first step to take in finding Darnath. Maybe we can ask a general vicinity of where he is or who would know or something like that, because we don't have anything to go by. That's what I was thinking we could do.
Okay. So
Oh, also, do we want to get? And I'm asking Simon this. Do we want to get like a rough description of the lady who was asking about the books from Van Hild?
Yeah, perhaps the name you guys. I mean,
Yes.
I
So
can't.
I would like to get the kin,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what. Like the kin and
the
stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think yeah, we can do those things with her. She's the basically she's our information thing, right? What is that? Yeah.
okay. Simon, so
Okay.
you try to charm her to get to try helping her out. So she you see her blush a little, right? She smiles at you. So she pauses for a while, blushes a little, smiles at you. It's really sweet of you to offer help, but I cannot. Van Hale is already upset with me, and I don't want to upset her more. Making a patron do my chores, my work, wouldn't be right. Thank you so much.
Aiden Reiner.
Sorry, Reiner, my mistake. Reiner.
It's a success, no? She should accept it.
Yeah, so she appreciates your offer, but she cannot accept a patron to actually help out.
So she is charmed by you, but she can't. Yeah. So you successfully charmed her. So
So all this
All
while
right,
she was not
then.
looking at you, and she continued. She was talking to you, you know, continuing with her work, right? But here now,
Yeah.
once you said that, she blushes, she stops, she looks at you and thanks for the offer, but she knows that
So
it's
I
only.
asked her, Milady, did you? So what is that morning drink that they will drink there? So is there something drink specific drink that they will drink?
Mead is there 24/7. That's not a problem. But if there
Okay.
is, if there is, if there is something else, you need something much more milder. There is tea that
honey
they
water.
yeah,
Honey water.
honey water. Yeah.
Honey water. Okay. So I will ask her to get 2 glasses of honey water, and she will be. Will she be? Thinking one for her, and like once she gets that, I will ask her, to have the other one with me.
No, you should take it from our table and give her one.
Okay. Your table will already have it.
Yeah, yeah, we ordered food. No, she's bringing it. Take one glass to her.
All right. Thanks for the offer. Then I'll slowly walk towards our table back, and I take one glass with me and another glass. I ask Adam, do you mind if I take this?
No, please.
Yeah, I take
She's
two
already
glasses.
stressed. You're giving her more
I look
work.
up. I look. So I look up at Rainer and I ask him, were you able to succeed? Did you get anything? Did you
Have
get
some
her?
patience. I say, have some patience. I'm still. Lady is very difficult to persuade, so yeah, I'm still trying my charm.
So
Wish me luck.
just to fast forward, okay. So what happens here is Van Hale comes to you guys, Simon and Adrian. She greets y'all, and then y'all give her the order. She goes and fetches the orders for you, serves y'all the order, and then do you want her to stay? Yes, right?
Yeah, yeah. I asked her, no, so we want conversation. So she sits with us.
Okay.
Rainer comes, picks up one of the honey water glasses
Both,
and
one
takes
for
it.
himself and one from your.
Oh, two. Okay, sure.
Okay.
I would have done one because I wanted to give her a little space to finish work. But yeah, you play you. So,
So I take the glasses with me. I let her finish the cleaning the table and setting the table ready. and I offer, at least, my lady, please accept my, drink, so that it will lighten up your mood. So what
Perfect.
will you
She
say?
accepts it. She accepts it. She smiles and she accepts it and thanks you for your what's it
Kindness.
Yeah,
kindness.
I'll pull her chair like a gentleman, and I offer her to sit
Okay.
while
Okay.
drinking.
Okay. Okay. She sits right there at the table. Mm.
Yeah. So now I
Perfect.
ask her, so how was your sleep, and yeah, how was last night?
Yeah. So she
Did you
just
get
says,
proper sleep?
she looks at you. She was smiling until then. She looks at you
Mm,
and uh, now that smile is no more, right? And she's like,
mm.
it's more like a frown. Like, why would like she's not very clear that why would you ask about last night, because she knows what happened last night and she's unclear why would someone ask what, like, about her sleep and stuff. So she says, yeah, it was fine. Just lots in my mind right now. Couldn't sleep that well in my room last night.
So I see her expression. I sense that something was, she was bluffing,
No,
and
actually, you
now
know
I
what?
will.
Wait. Roll. Damn. Just a minute. Let me see. I always in D&D it would have been roll for insight. What would it be here?
Okay, we
Awareness.
have to roll for this.
Yeah, I think awareness itself. Yeah,
Awareness.
yeah,
Hey, bluffing? Oh, is bluffing us bluffing?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, awareness or probably spot hidden. I don't know. Spot hidden, is it physical
No,
objects?
spot hidden is like any like investigation in D&D. You can, like, if you're trying to search for something
Okay.
specific in a specific area, or something like that, or like check traps or something like that in a chest or door, something like that. Yeah. So you do see, so Raina, you do see her frown, but you do not concern yourself with it. Um, it's not something that uh, you were worried about. It was she just didn't expect that question to come up, and she just said, oh, I was fine. It was just lots in my mind.
Okay, now I'm lost with options. But yeah, I will not give up here. Maybe you can go towards Adrian and Simon, their
Okay, you can,
conversation,
yeah,
and
you can,
while I think about my
yeah, your
part.
thought,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, sure. So Simon, Adrian, Van Hyle is
Okay.
sitting next to
So
you.
she's sitting here,
Yeah,
um, and then food is here.
yeah.
Okay. So I was gonna let like Simon talk to Van Hild. So I'd expectedly look at Simon.
Okay. So Van Hale comes. So I'm sitting on opposite of Van Hale. I start asking about the temple again. So I start with the temple. I tell her the same thing that I was thinking about yesterday night. Since you told yesterday the temple was here before your village, I believe probably there are libraries, something ruined. These are remaining ruins of a library. I want to have a look at it a bit more. Uh, if there is anyone who can help us, do research a bit more better, it would really be helpful for me. And you mentioned about Darnath. Is he something who can help us with this?
Yes,
And as soon as he finishes that, I say, also, my lady, after we retired to the rooms, we did see the bats that you mentioned, and it really is making us curious as well as nervous for the town and the fine folk here. So we would want to help you with figuring out what is going on. I think our goals align, and with what Simon is asking for, I think we might be able to, forgive the pun here, kill two birds with one stone. Because bats.
yeah. So she
So
looks
that
at,
she is motivated to give us information if we tell her
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So she looks at both of you all, is like, um, about the temple. That is all I know. But yes, Dranath would be the person who would know a lot more about the mysteries of that temple. And regarding
Okay.
library, um, as far as I know, uh, it's just an empty dome to all of us. we haven't ourselves tried to explore the ruins, the old monument. So I may be wrong here. Maybe you could go and explore. We won't stop you. I mean, you're more than welcome to go to the temple area and explore. But
Okay,
if you
so
want more
can
information,
you
Dranath would be the right
Mhm.
person to go to. But I must
So
warn
can
you,
you
he's a very
describe?
quiet and
Mhm.
secluded person. He
Yes.
doesn't open up to everyone, so he doesn't even talk to me uh, when I try to attempt to speak to him. But yeah,
How does he look like? Can you describe a bit more about his appearance? What?
yes, I will.
Also, Simon, we should ask where we will find him.
Yep.
Also, okay, let's have this conversation and
So
probably next step
so
I'll.
Dranath is a wrinkled person. He looks frail and very old. He wears the same um, what do you say, robe, the grey dusty robe that he wears. He wears it all the time, and he's very secluded person. He doesn't like talking to people, and he lives by himself. He barely comes to village just to get some things that like food or supplies for himself. But other than that, we barely get to see him. If you want to meet him, the only place you can meet him is in his hut, which is near the temple area.
Uh, is it anywhere here or any? Can you
Yes, yes.
point?
So you can. So if you head out of the Three Stags, if you walk to your west, maybe about um, the 40-50 meters to your west, you should be able to see a small passage that goes up towards the temple area, and that's where his hut is. It's not his hut is not that far.
Ah, is that the one? The one
Where I'm
where you are?
pinging?
Oh, so sorry. Let me. Just a minute. Sorry. Yeah, where are you pinging? Oh no. Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. Now that she's mentioned it, I will.
Will remove the fog.
Is it outside the gates?
Yeah. So you see that small hut with the smoke? I just cleared the.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
so
see
we have
it.
to go. No. He cleared a sort of a circle.
Yes. There, right there.
Okay, got it. There's no hut. It's just a clearing of the fog.
There is a hut
No, there is a hut there.
here.
Can you
Oh,
refresh?
oh, I see. Okay. It's in the gates. I thought. So it's there. Got it.
Yeah.
And I also ask her, is since when is Dranath here in the village? Is he also a passerby settled here? Is he a like native?
He's actually a passerby, but very long back. Even before when I was much more younger, he's been there. When I was a mercenary and when I settled here, when I retired from my mercenary ways, I settled here and he was already living. He set up a hut by himself and he's been living ever since. So he's much older, shriveled person. I'm surprised why doesn't he nourish himself? He looks malnutrition. His skin is like sticking to his bones. You can see his ribs, collarbones. But that's the way he lives. That's what he's content with.
So you mentioned he's a healer. Does people go to him to heal, or he
Yes.
goes?
People
Okay.
do go to him. I've seen many adventurers before you have uh, used his services of healing.
Okay, so yeah, I turned back to eating, and I'm thinking whether I also asked Vagnhild if she would be kind enough to come along with us and give us a short introduction to Dranath, if that's
Okay,
possible.
can you roll a persuasion?
While he does that, I raise my eyebrows at Simon. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to prove my worth to the team. I have to do something.
No, I'm a very cynical person. Like I don't want more people, so I'm like, what? Why are you inviting Vanhild? But yeah, I'm like not super happy that he's asking.
Shit,
Okay.
just when I wanted to fail, I get the success.
So she says, okay, I cannot step out of my tavern for long, since as you can see, my assistant Annabella hasn't been uh, quite what do you say quite helpful today. But yes, I will guide you I will guide y'all to Dranath's hut and maybe introduce y'all to to him, and I guess that's the help I can give you.
Yeah, sure. That's okay. We can leave Reiner behind. He can help you out.
So Reiner is still not at the table, right?
No, he's still not
I,
at the table.
probably he just joins, I
Yeah.
guess.
So Reiner, switching to you. What are you doing now?
There are
You're sipping your
two things I want to do, two more threads I want to pull. So yeah,
Okay, yeah.
whenever.
Let's see what Reiner does. Quick. Yeah.
So, is there something to do intimidation? Intimidate her.
Yeah.
What are you, Donald Trump? Like, why are you intimidating your allies?
Because she's not giving up information, that's why.
So
Annabelle, you mean?
when you
Annabelle. Oh,
Not you guys.
Annabelle.
Annabelle,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You
Not us.
two
I thought you
so
were going to do
No, not you guys.
Vanhild. I thought you were going to intimidate Vanhild. I'm like, why?
No.
She's telling us everything, coming with us. Okay.
you know how you sound like this Kabir, or what is the Arjun Reddy equivalent in Hindi? Like, see how I have charmed you. I've done all my effort, and you are not recognizing me. So I'm going to intimidate you
okay,
now.
so that's the thing.
Maybe
So
she liked that.
I think persuasion is much more generic here. So you can persuade with a little more positive approach, being nicer, being like a good cop, right? And you can persuade people being like a bad cop. So I would suggest, if you're doing intimidation, it would be persuasion itself, but the result of it could be whatever based on your role.
But if I mention about the previous night, knowing about her going out, will she freak out or something?
I will freak out.
Let's find out. Let's find out. It's your choice, dude. You're role playing Reiner. What do you want to do? Go ahead and do it. Don't listen to any of the meta
Alright.
comments you get.
We are actually old people, so try it out.
Give me a minute. Yeah, I'll use the persuasion first, and
Yeah. But
if the result is
But how?
success, then I'll
but how?
talk.
Like,
What
what
sort?
approach are you going to take here?
I'm trying to intimidate her, but if it is success, I'll tell my dialogue. Otherwise, I'll just come back to my table.
Yeah. Let's see what happens if you're successful or not.
No, he already rolled. Oh, that's awareness. Okay, fine.
Simon, that's yours.
Yeah. Sorry, sir.
Alright. If you guys see the result, let me know. Mine is a little delayed.
You still want to intimidate?
So can
Hey,
you
shit.
can you, I just want to see you role play your character's intimidation, like being like trying to intimidate
Alright.
Annabelle.
I say, excitement, isn't it always I seek? Sometimes the quiet places that hold the most interesting stories. Like the last night, for example, seemed like a quiet conversation you had with that stranger.
So as you said that, she her smile turns into an I wouldn't say anger, but something like she's irritated, and you see that the glass that she's holding in her hand, she starts holding it tighter. Her eyes, you see her eyes like look around, not look around, basically look down, and kind of like she's thinking of something to her response, but she feels like her secret is blown, right? So without saying a word, she slams the glass onto the table, gets up, and rushes out of the tavern. And Vagnhild sees this and she's confused.
So while she's getting up, can I roll something like beast lore or spot hidden to see something stuck in her body, like that raven or something?
Spot hidden. You can roll, yeah. You can roll a spot hidden.
So Jeet, I also want to do something. Why before she goes out of the
Yeah,
heaven?
yeah, yeah.
I'll wait for.
Yeah, let him roll. And what do you want to do?
I want to use my heroic ability.
And what is that?
For Wolfkin, I can.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah, the sensing. Yeah, you can track them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
let can
So
you?
I'm desperate to prove my worth. I want to do everything that I can actually do. So what I do is I designate a creature in sight.
Yeah. So
Is
you
Annabelle
should I read?
considered
Should I
under?
read that?
Yeah, yeah. Or how do I
So that's
post it?
innate. No, it's okay. I'll just read it. So that's
Innate
your
ability.
hunting.
Sorry, not.
Yeah, innate. Yeah,
Yeah.
in hunting instincts. You can use this
Yes.
ability to designate a creature in sight, which is Annabella, that she is, or a creature you can catch the scent of as your prey. This counts as an action in combat. You can follow the scent of your prey for a full day, and you can spend one further willpower to gain a boon for an attack against your prey. Okay, okay, cool. So yes, if you're doing this, then you'll have to minus willpower points.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, you have attuned your senses to track um, Annabella as she steps
I
up.
have a question. Why did he start tracking? Like, what made him want to track? Is it the slamming of the glass? Could we hear that?
No. So I was
Yeah,
anyway
you could
thinking
definitely
about
hear that.
this.
The way she slammed her glass and stepped out,
So
right?
when she slammed the glass, we both looked
Yeah, yeah,
to see what happened. Like, why is there this drama going
yeah,
on?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And Simon, you were saying sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So I was anyway having this in thought in my mind of tracking her from the start. So I was just waiting for the right moment where she's not aware. So like Reinar basically went there to create a distraction, right? So when she was focusing on Reinar, I thought of okay, this probably might be the right time because I don't want her to leave my sight or scent.
Got it.
So before she leaves, I wanted to attach or designate whatever. Uh,
Okay.
Jeet, how do I reduce
Yeah,
size?
you click on the willpower bar, double. I think it's
Uh-huh.
single click or double click, and then just put minus whatever value, -3 and
Yeah,
tick mark.
-3 and but when I close it and open again,
No, no, not
it's
close it.
still
Like
at.
tick mark. The tick mark. There should be a tick mark there, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So Rainer, you do not notice anything. She was quite upset with you. She quickly uh, stomped out of
And
the tavern. Yes, Simon.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, I did say to Adrian, like, I have her. Don't worry, I can track her.
Okay. So I can tell what I will do. Is there any other waitresses, or someone
At
from
this
No,
point,
at
over?
this
I'm like
point, no.
irritated and seething. Okay.
Right now,
There are
no.
some others, right?
Right now, no. Nobody else is there. It was just Annabella. That's why Van Hild was a little upset with her because she's like the person who handles the tavern most of the time in the
All
early
right.
mornings and late nights. Okay, carry on.
So I will quickly walk towards the other table. I'll grab my breakfast. I won't let Adrian or Simon to talk to me. Before they could talk to me, I will come back to the old table and sit for a while because I don't want Van Hel to question me of what happened.
Okay,
I'll wait for those two to finish their conversation and I'll ask the information from them later.
okay,
I
cool.
will
So
just look outside the window, have my drink and have my breakfast, and I'll wait for them to
cool.
finish their conversation.
Okay, back to Simon and Adrian. What do you guys do?
Nothing. I'm very quiet and also like quite irritated.
Okay, so you don't have any questions for Van Hild anymore, right?
So okay. So going back to that storyline, although I am irritated, I ask her about, and I was hoping Simon would ask her about the lady. So, is there any like I would want to know
Oh yeah.
what's the kin or how many days she was there, when did she leave, those sorts of.
Yeah. So wait just a minute. Just a minute. Sorry. Yeah. So she left 4 days. That was yesterday. This would be the fourth day that it's been since she left.
Okay.
Um, damn it. Yeah, she also had similar questions regarding libraries or some books that she could find. So that's why I felt that maybe you all may be knowing her. She's
Did she?
yeah, sorry.
She's
Yeah,
a
yeah. Proceed.
human. Or, yeah, go ahead.
She's a human. She's a human. She's a
How
human.
Did
old
she
would you
mention
say?
So
about?
she was definitely younger than me. I mean, she's not as old as I am, but she's a human, and she wore uh, a light robe, and she had a lot of books in her with her, and the few days that she did stay with us, most of the time in the tavern she should sit in one of the corner tables and write down notes, um, and she looked like a bookworm more than a person who would have a conversation with someone. The only thing she spoke to
So,
me about was the library and the books.
did she mention anything about any guild or any master that she had? Any mentor?
Um, no, she was a very quiet person and did not open up to me much.
Okay. Did she meet Ranath?
Yeah, she did ask
Do
about
you know?
Dranath. Yeah, she did ask about Dranath. She might have. She might have. I
Okay. And is there any distinctive feature that would let us identify her easily, that we can know her from far?
oh yeah, she had long green hair, and she had a robe that she wore that was teal in color, and she wore glasses with those chain those the what do you call those spectacle glasses that you wear with the rope that you wear, the thread that you wear, so that if it falls you can
Yeah,
keep putting it
yeah.
on. Yeah, she had that on most of the time when she
Sounds like
stuck to
perfect
books.
woman.
Yeah, sounds like Simon's love interest.
And she called herself Tuha.
Tuha.
Yeah.
Hawk Tuha?
Probably a very.
What's the name?
T U
Like
H
spell,
A.
spell.
T U H A.
T-U.
And her surname of Tuha Gold Sun.
Sorry, Goldspan.
Gold Sun. Gold Sun.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what she looks like. Yeah. That's all I know about her. She was reserved. She was very reserved. The only thing she spoke about was books and libraries. That's all she asked about. And she did ask. I mean, I did tell her about Ranath. Um, she might have gone met him.
Okay. Then I switch over and I'm like, that was weird what just happened with your waitress storming off like that. Um, who is she? Was she born here? Is she traveling through these parts? What do you know about
Yeah. So
Annabelle?
she's always been here. She's always lived in the outskirt, and she's honestly a very lovely person. I don't know what's been happening from the past few days. I mean, she used to be very punctual. She used to. I barely had to worry about the tavern. She used to handle it really well. But now lately, I've been getting myself more involved in managing the tavern than um, than taking care of the guards and worrying about the outskirt more than the tavern. But lately, it's been different, and she hasn't been opening up to me as much as I would like, and maybe it's something personal. I don't know, but yeah, but she's always been here.
Does she have family here?
No, she doesn't have any family here. Her parents passed away years back. She's always been alone, and I guess that's what motivated her to be a wonderful assistant. I more than a waitress. I would consider her my assistant in here in the Three Stacks, especially being in charge of managing the outskirt and the tavern. She's been very helpful, at least in the past few years.
What about lovers? Probably that might explain why she's late today.
Maybe I do not know. I do not try to, you know, interpersonal uh, life. I don't try to, question them so personally. My questions would be only why, like if anything affects my tavern workflow, I would then question her. But no, she may have, she may not. I do not know.
My lady, in towns like these where there are a lot of travelers, I find that when certain people come to town, it affects others. Do you think that her acting unusual coincides with anyone traveling through around the same time, visiting these parts?
Hmm. Now that you said it, since Quasimun's gang, since Quasimun and his gang have come to this town, she not even after, even like at the time when they came in, that's when she started. I think maybe even a week before they came in, around that time she started. Her behavior changed a little. It's something that never occurred to me.
I give a
I'm
thumbs up
smart
to
like that.
Aiden.
I'm smart like that.
That's Adrian talking, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have a
Sorry,
hard
just me.
stop at 1:30.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I think we should all stop at
Yeah,
1:30.
1:30 has come.
So, okay. Yeah, those are the two things. Actually, there was one more thing that I wanted to do, but after I saw that Annabelle slammed her drink and left, I'm a little irritated because I have a feeling that Reynard must have told her something he shouldn't have. So I'm not going to do the third
Yeah,
thing that I wanted to
and
do.
since Annabella stormed off the tavern, right? Van Hyle looks to you all and says, "I'm really sorry. Now, I'm not sure what happened with Annabella and what's gone into her, but I don't think I can leave this tavern empty like this without uh, anyone here to 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 manage the tavern. You will have to go yourself. I'm really sorry."
I get irritated and look at Raynar. The one thing I was able to say, get someone to say yes to. You spoiled it.
Okay, so you guys, so she,
So we stop here.
yeah.
So you were trying to get something on her with your
Yep.
skills. Uh, Simon, will you find something?
No,
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 I
no,
just
no.
put a track on her. That's it
Yeah, so
Dragon.
it's going to be easy for him to track her now.
Okay.
Yeah.
for the whole day.
So just to get back to this situation. So now Van Hild is like kind of like stepping out, like um, moving away from you guys, like um, excuses herself basically, and she's leaving. Anything you guys want to do? No, right? Done? All sorted?
You want us to do something?
No, no, no. I'm asking. I'm asking.
Pinch her ass.
Okay, so she excuses herself and leaves, and she walks to the kitchen, right? So you guys uh, want to end it here in the tavern, or just want to end uh, like you're exiting out of the tavern?
End it here at the tavern.
Okay.
We'll finish off our food
Cool.
and yeah. I guess yeah, that's it.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, as Vanil walks out towards kitchen, I'll walk towards the table to know what conversation had happened. So I'll ask them about the information, what they have discussed.
Okay.
Maybe we can discuss about that, and we'll end the session here.
So you guys, yeah. What do you guys want to like? You want to just he knows what is happened, but do you want to role play your disappointment or something, Adrian? Or
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I'll go
So,
after Aiden.
so before we answer your question, Reynard, what happened here? Why did Annabelle storm off?
What can I say? She was a tough woman to talk to.
But you must have said something that upset her.
Yeah, always says things that upset people.
But what was it?
I will be hesitant to mention about that, and I will just say I spoke a little too flirtatious with her, and which she got triggered and she stormed off. I won't say that I did mention about the thing happened yesterday.
Okay. So Adrian is still not convinced. He just goes quiet.
I look at Rainar and I basically say like, look at you, because of you I am not able to prove my worth to the team here. I somehow convinced Van Hild, a mercenary with a warhammer, to come with us, and you spoiled it just because you wanted to flirt with someone. What did you do
I
yesterday night?
I I apologize for my actions, and
You are
I
going to save me if anything happens.
yeah. I'll say okay. I will protect you.
Okay. So you
I
guys.
won't give my armor, but I will protect you.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. Cool. So we'll end the campaign here. Session 3 ends here, guys. It was great. Now that the party members know Annabella and Quasimoon are working together, there's so many questions yet to be answered. What are they both up to? What is this mystical bat that Annabella is using? And those notes she's tying to the bat's legs? Where is she sending those bats to? And why is Annabella so interested in that temple? And Rainer trying to confront her about the previous night didn't help either. And the Dranath, the mystical hermit, will he have the answers to the questions that the party members have? Let's find out in the next section. I'm looking forward to you folks being there. This is Quest Roll, signing off.